veins. You got my message in your brain. I'm not the one to go insane, but I'll keep walking to my grave. It's not like a god life. I live a little, 2 times, 3 times. I live a little. God, my mind's insane when you keep messing with my brain. But we've got love drugs. Someone's going crazy. Doesn't happen, baby. Let me out my mind. Can't have another moment in another moment. Running in the wild west. Take me back, you know my love's a weapon. Time. Don't get me wrong, I'm just a human. In this life, I'm not the one to tell you live right, but the signs are gone and the eyes are closed. In the words we speak are the last we'll know. I'm just a human. Don't get me wrong, I'm just a human. But we've got love drugs. Someone's going crazy. Doesn't happen, baby. Let me out my mind. Can't have another moment in another moment. Running in the wild west. Take me back, you know my love for it. It's not like a god life. I live a little, 2 times, 3 times. I live a little. God, my mind's see that it's true. It's nothing they explain. It's like a diesel train. You better not be there when it rolls home. And when that train rolls in, you won't know where it's been. You gotta try to see a little further. They love each other. Lord, you can see that it's true. 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 Hey man, you know I'm really okay. The gun in my hand will tell you the same. But when I'm in my car, don't give me no crap. God, you stupid, dumb shit, goddamn motherfucker! Swinging vines, swing my heart across the line. In my face is flashing signs. Seek it out and you shall find. Old, but I'm not that old. Young, but I'm not that bold. And I don't think the world was sold. I'm just doing what we're told. I feel something so right, doing the wrong thing. And I feel something so wrong, but doing the right thing. I couldn't lie, couldn't lie, couldn't lie. Everything that kills me makes me feel alive. Lately I've been losing sleep, dreaming about the things that we could
Hey Potters fans, are you ready for some Pacific Empire League action? Let's send it up to the booth to get you ready for today's action, right here on Stone's Broadcast Networks.
Hello and welcome to McBean Stadium in Lincoln, California for another exciting night of Lincoln Potters baseball. Just 2 games remaining on the home season, and the stakes could not be higher. My name, Mark the Phantom Lowe, here with Riley the Engineer, and what we have for you tonight is the first of a 3-game series between the Potters and the visiting Solano Mudcats. The Potters stand at 13-11 in PEL play after grabbing a huge 4-3 win at Healdsburg on Wednesday night, and now need 2 wins this weekend to wrap up a spot in the first ever league championship series. Manager Tyler Robertson will send right-hander Adon Perez to the mound tonight, looking for his 5th win of the season and looking to get his team 1 win closer to that playoff goal. Here's the Mudcats lineup that Adon will face as Rod the Engineer throws it up on the screen. Ship, Mosshart, and Benavides. Connor Ross is the big hitter, .390 with 4 home runs. Buckley who's catching. Carson at third. McGee, Crudo, and Mendocini are the final 3. And on the mound is Caden Beloyan for the Solano Mudcats, who are 9-13 on the season. In league play, 14-17 overall. The Potters at 33-15 overall and 13-11, as we just mentioned, in league play. Adon Perez is 4-1 on the year, a .363 ERA. Out of Modesto, California. He has 38 strikeouts and 12 walks in 36 2/3 innings, and he has been very good for the Potters all summer long. Came out big last Thursday night. He pitched the first game against the West Coast Kings that started the Potters on their 5-win and 6-game streak in PEL play, and he threw 6 innings of scoreless ball as the Potters won that one 4-2 to start off a 3-game sweep of the West Coast Kings. Behind the plate is Encinaros, who's a newcomer from Placer High School and the University of Oregon. He is behind the plate today to catch Adon Perez. Their first 3 hitters will be Dalen Ship, Alex Mosshart, and Mike Benavides for the Solano Mudcats, as they will we've got an announcement. Willie and I got together on a little thing, and we don't have a dueling dogs batter tonight. We have a first batter in every inning is the dueling dogs batter. So if the first batter strikes out in any inning, that inning is half price off dueling dogs. And yes, it was my idea, sort of. My idea was a little more over the top, and Willie kind of tampered it down, kind of modified it a bit to make it workable. But let's start the game off with the dueling dogs batter right here. Dalen Ship, the .271 hitter, steps in against Perez, and the first pitch is fouled off, and we are underway. Dalen is out of Diablo Valley College. .271, 1 home run and 6 runs batted in for Dalen Ship. And we are underway here. Last 2 games, regular season games of the season for the Potters. That's fouled off down the right field line, so it's quickly 0-2. Perez at 91 early on. Potters 13-11. Humboldt Crabs have finished their season. They are 14-12 on the year. So the Potters, with 2 wins in the next 3 games, would take that number 2 spot in the PEL. Perez 0-2. Fastball just misses the outside corner. Now, it's calls like that, Riley, the engineer, that make me think the umpire is a teetotaler. Maybe he's like, I don't want anybody to have any fun. He gives umpires a bad name, really. That is high for a ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes as the Dogs begin to smell the strikeout, and they are going crazy. Perez, the right-hander. Here's the 2-2 to Ship. Fouls it off back to the screen. Adon at 6'4" and 215 pounds out of Modesto, California. Getting the ball in this very important game for the Lincoln Potters in the 2024 summer season. 2-2 pitch, swung on and missed, struck him out. The drinkers are happy, the Potters fans are happy, everybody happy on the Lincoln side of it, and they'll bring up Alex Mosshart. So not just dueling dogs, all draft beer is half off for the first batter. We'll call it a dueling dogs inning, but it's basically a beer inning. Here's Mosshart, left-handed hitter. Takes a fastball in there for a strike. Willie, sometimes when an idea begins to snowball, it really takes over. Mosshart, the center fielder. Out of University of Mary. Slices that one foul, left side. Oh, and 2 now on Alex. Mike Benavides to follow. Slices that one foul as well. Tomorrow night, 6:05 first pitch. It's a fireworks night. It's also Star Wars night tomorrow. So a lot going on tomorrow, a lot going on tonight. I don't know if I can get those beer specials tomorrow, too. I'll see what I can do. Swing and miss. He got him on strikes as well. So Perez strikes out the first 2 hitters he faces here in the top of the first. And no, you don't get more. You don't get like a quarter off now, rather the engineers trying to do math. But no, it's just half off for the first batter that strikes out, okay? Here's Mike Benavides, the right fielder. Mike is out of Northern State University, hitting .242 with 13 runs batted in for the Solano Mudcats. Hits it sharply down the third base line, a foul ball. Could have been trouble. Let's look at that defensive alignment, Riley. My bad on that. We got Mancy at third tonight, Gargett at short. It's Dillon at second. It's Hanson at first. Arrows behind the plate. Malbrough in left. Andrews in center. And Trey Furry, the legend, is in right field. So far, haven't had to use any of them except for Anson behind the plate. Fastball misses high and outside. Connor Ross, the big hitter for the Mudcats, is on deck. Hit right back to under the glove of Perez, scooped up at second base by Dillon, over to first, and it gets off the glove of first base of Jason Hanson, so the runner will be safe. And you don't want to do that when you've got Connor Ross coming up at .395 with 4 home runs. So it's an error on the Potters. See if it's given to the first baseman or the second baseman. Dillon at second, threw on the run. It looked like Hanson had his glove on the ball and still had his foot on the back. So they initially give the error to Hanson at first base, and here is Ross. Out of California Baptist University, Connor, .395, has driven in 26 runs. Fastball misses outside and high. 89 from Adon Perez. Parking lot Potters are out in force down in the front row. I didn't see Don, though. I've seen a couple of other parking lot potters. Haven't seen Don yet. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Fouled into the catcher's glove to be more accurate, which you should always strive to be accurate rather than engineer. 1 ball and 1 strike. Great crowd out here tonight for Fan Appreciation Night. Lots of giveaways, and we've already started the giveaways with a Dueling Dogs batter every inning. So there's a beer. We just call it a beer batter. First batter of every inning is the beer batter. More importantly, a 1 ball, 1 strike count on Rossi. Swings and misses at that one, 1-2. And many, many giveaways, including the very cool, I guess they call them rope hats, Potter's rope hats that were given out, 500 to the first 500 fans, which if I look out in the stands, I think they're probably all gone because there's more than 500 in here already. Here's the 1-2. Fastball just misses the outside corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Great waste pitch by Perez, but Ross with the good eye. You hit 395, you know what a strike is. So 2-2 now on Connor out of Cal Baptist. Decent lead at first by Benavides. Fastball's hit right back up the middle into center field. That'll be a base hit. Benavides is going to hang on at second base. It's fielded by Drew Andrews, but Ross sends that one back up the middle. Benavides at second, Ross at first, and here's Cody Buckley, the catcher. Cody out of Iowa Western Community College, IWCC, we call it in the business. He's hitting at 232 with 5 runs batted in. He's got Benavides, who reached on an error, and then Ross, who singled after the first 2 batters struck out for the Mudcats. Solano at 9-13 in PEL play. Has a fastball right down the middle. 0-1. I believe the Rogues and the West Coast Kings are concluding their league play tonight, or with the 3-game series up in Medford. West Coast Kings putting out some pictures, looking like they're having a pretty good time up there. That's a fastball in there for a strike. Healdsburg finished their league season with the loss to the Potters on Wednesday. I think they finished 22-5, clearly the class of the regular season. 0-2 now on Buckley. Swing and a miss, he got him. 3 strikeouts in the inning for Perez. We go to the bottom of the first. Potters coming to bat.
Astro Air Design Incorporated, where you feel the difference. We are a locally owned and operated heating, air conditioning, and custom sheet metal company committed to the highest quality of craftsmanship at a competitive price. Our trained and certified technicians have the knowledge and experience required to install, maintain, or repair your home comfort solutions. Our upfront pricing gives you the peace of mind because you know your price is locked in. Call Astro Air Design Incorporated today.
Here in Michigan, we do more than just survive the winter. We thrive during it. You simply can't keep us away from what we love most: great times and amazing beer. The snow transforms the landscape and lays the path for adventures yet to be had. Trails ready to be explored, and freshly groomed hills ready for the first run of the day. And later, as the sun descends, it's time to unwind with great conversation and even better friends. Experience a taste of Michigan winter with Founders Brewing Company, born and brewed in Michigan.
Bottom of the first inning, Mudcats go. They got a couple of runners, one on an error, one on a base hit, but Perez strikes out 3, and we'll go to the bottom of the first inning. Caden Beloyan, the pitcher, the right-hander on the mound for the Mudcats. He is 2-1 with a 6.60 ERA, 15 innings pitched, 12 strikeouts, and 4 walks. Caden out of Westmont College. He'll face this lineup of Lincoln Potters: Gargett, Dillon, and Mancy. Now, Gargett and Mancy have been red hot as of late. Furry batting in the cleanup spot. Encinero is the catcher batting 5th. Hanson, Small, Malbro, and Drew Andrews, who had a grand slam last time we saw him, is batting in the number 9 spot. Of course, Adon Perez on the mound for the Lincoln Potters as we're just getting into this one out here. Fan Appreciation Night, and we're starting it off with first batter of every inning for the Mudcats is a beer batter, and cashed it in the first inning. So as we speak, it's half price on every draft beer. I'll tell you, Matt, and I'll tell you, look at the line down there. Oh boy, Matt really hit on that one. Comes up here, and just because Matt Lundgren's wearing a Star Wars jersey in commemoration of tomorrow night, and he happens to be wearing number 2, Zach Chamiso, which really Riley is just steaming over, because he says he should be wearing that. He is the fan club president. Here's Caius Gargett. 455 for Caius. Beloyan, the right-hander, delivers the first pitch in there for a strike. Gargett even more impressive in conference play as he's hitting .579 in PEL play. Caius out of Anderson, Indiana, takes a high fastball outside, 1-1. And University of Kentucky, home with great Nolan McCarthy and other plotters, Patrick Herrera, Jackson Nave, I think, a couple others. Real good connection to Kentucky. That's fouled off by Caius, the switch hitting shortstop. Had to check. He's second base, he's third base, he's shortstop. He does it all. Cole Dillon on deck, then Luke Mancy for the Potters here in the bottom of the first against Beloyan. 2-1 on the year. Sails the fastball outside, 2-2. Yeah, a lot of rope hats. A lot of people didn't wear hats coming in here. They figured they were going to get a new hat, and they got it. I like the hat. Riley Engineer is not sold on it. Caius takes down low for a ball. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Oh, Riley, there's one of your favorite fans. An older gentleman who's handling 2 beers, one in each hand perfectly. He's made that walk many times before, my friend. You can tell. Full count on Gargett, opening up the bottom of the first inning. Swings and misses, and his back goes flying. And Gargett is out on strikes. 1 down here in the bottom of the first, and Cole Dillon will be our hitter. Cole out of Rockwall, Texas, batting .210 with a home run and 10 runs batted in. Let's look at the defensive alignment if we can. It's Carson, Crudo, Menacini, and Ship in the infield. McGee, Mosshart, Benavides in the outfield. Cody Buckley behind the plate for Beloyan, and Caden Beloyan, the right-hander from Westmont, on the mound. Thank you, Riley. Breaking ball, strike, 0-1 to Cole Dillon. Playing second base, playing a lot of third base lately. He's also caught for the Potters this summer. Chops that one foul, so it's 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. Just getting started out here. Chopped out towards shortstop. Across the diamond on a high throw, but caught him at first base for the out. So that's Crudo throwing it across the diamond to Dalen Ship. Last time the Potters played against the Mudcats, Beloyan went 3 innings, gave up 6 hits and 3 runs, walked 1, and struck out 1. He's already got 1 strikeout in this game and a ground ball to shortstop. And here's Luke Mancy, who's got the average up to .313. Hits that one high to right center field, giving chase is Mosshart. He is not going to get there. It's down in front of him. Mancy decides he's going to go for second. The throw's off line, and he's in there standing up. So we said Luke Mancy has lifted the average to .313, .359 in conference play, and he promptly lines a double to right center field. Brings up Trey Furry. The Potter legend hitting at .300. As Mancy is out at second base, and here's Trey. He's got a home run. He's got 4 runs batted in. Just joined the team a couple of days ago. He's out in right field tonight. Piper the Peacock making his first appearance. Trey swings and misses at the fastball, 89 from Beloyan. Encineros, the catcher, the newcomer on deck, hitting in the number 5 spot out of the University of Oregon. Trey takes high and outside. Job by Buckley to get that before it gets back to the backstop, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Mancy getting a lead at second base. Crudo trying to keep him close. Now Mendocini in there. Now they both go back to their regular spots. Furry takes a high fastball. 2-1 on Trey. Outfield straightaway, medium deep for Furry, who does have a home run since he's been back to the ball club. Beloyan to the plate. Lined into right center field. The right fielder moving over Benavides, and he'll make the catch. So Trey hit it solidly, but right at Benavides and right for the third out. 1 hit for the Potters. They don't score. We go to the top of the second. Mudcats nothing, Potters nothing.
I'm Bill Evans, president of the Placer County Association of Realtors. We're in the store, our conference facilities, an amazing team helps keep together an amazing organization. And we thank them all.
This organization can't do what it does and can't run the way it runs without the help of so many members volunteering their time.
The success of the Placer County Association of Realtors is largely dependent on our active volunteer members to help our organization and industry. The work of our committees greatly impacts our ability to champion efforts across the board and giving back to the Placer County community wherever we can.
Like all service organizations, I wanted to serve. And getting involved with the affiliate committee was the perfect way to do that.
I love being able to serve my community with my business friends and other leaders and give back to those who are in need.
The thing I love about the PCAR committees is they all work toward the same goal of bringing the community together to support those in need in our surrounding area.
I instantly came to the meeting and had a wonderful time, felt like I was a part of something bigger, and it was just the start of my leadership journey.
Top of the second inning from McBean Stadium. It'll be the Mudcats, Ansel Carson, Max McGee, and Tyler Crudo to take on Adon Perez here in the top of the second. Perez gave up a single and had 3 strikeouts in the first inning. Also, Benavides reached on an error, but he made it as far as second base after the Ross single and was stranded there when Buckley struck out. So it's Carson hitting a .227 will be the first hitter. Ansel is out of St. Mary's College, left-handed hitter, coming up here against the right-hander Perez. And as the first batter of every inning is the beer batter or dueling dogs batter. Carson, the third baseman, 10 runs batted in on the season. There's still a lot of people in line from the last half inning of draft beers. Takes a fastball in there for a strike. 90 from Perez. Adon now with 41 strikeouts in 37 2/3 innings. The right-hander delivers 0-1. Right in there, strike 2. Max McGee to follow, then Tyler Crudo here. 6, 7, and 8 for the Mudcats. The crowd is there. The dogs are getting very loud. High fastball, 1-2.
All right, everybody's sitting up front. Let's hear a big loud bark. Boop, boop,
boop. 1-2
boop.
from Adon Perez. Check swing. Fouls it off toward the on-deck circle. Stays alive at 1-2. Still one more strike for Potter beer fans. Here's the 1-2. Breaking ball just misses the outside corner, 2-2. Potter's 13-11 in conference play. 2-2 pitch misses outside, 3-2. Mudcats are 9-13. As we said, Humboldt has concluded their season. They are 14-12, but give Credit to our friends from the West Coast Kings. They beat them this week in the first game of their 2-game series. They split the series, so that was a big help to the Potters. 3-2 pitch is called, strike 3. And that's half-price beer, and it's also the first out here in the second inning, and it's also the fourth strikeout for Adon Perez, and it brings up Max McGee, the left fielder. Max at .215 on the season, 9 runs batted in for the Mudcats. Max out of San Diego State University, 6'1", 205. He is in left field for the Mudcats tonight, which is a tough field to play, and his breaking ball's in there for a strike. Look out, that hit him. Yeah, he'll go down to first base. Hit by a pitch, a tailing fastball that came right in on him, nowhere he could go. He's on at first. Third base runner for the Mudcats, and Tyler Crudo will be the hitter. Tyler, the shortstop. Out of Sonoma State University. .232 with 9 runs batted in for Tyler. He's followed by J.J. Menacini, who I believe was a Potter at one time in probably a tournament game or something. Fastball is in there for a strike from Perez. Right around 89 and 90 for Adon Perez. I think he's reached 93 or 94 the last outing last Thursday against the West Coast Kings. McGee leads over at first base. 0-1 pitch on the way. Foul back to the screen, right to our front row people back there, who even though they know there's that magnificent netting in front of them, still kind of do the recoil thing, which I would do too, Riley. You're right, I would do that too. John the intern down there wearing a Star Wars jersey. Pretty good looking jerseys. He's number 4. High fastball, which is usually Gerald Hansen. I don't think it's the same jersey. I don't think he took the guy's jersey away. I think that's just another one. But again, they're not wearing them until tomorrow anyway, because it's Star Wars night and fireworks night. Breaking ball is fouled off down the right field line. Tonight's fan appreciation night, because it couldn't go up against Star Wars night. It's kind of like dueling dogs, if you will. So tonight, fan appreciation night, giveaways all night. Special beer specials, even special for these fans who've had every special you can have this summer. It's been kind of warm is my point. Fouled off down the right field line. Giving chase is Jason Hansen, but he's not going to have a play. Still 1-2 on Crudo. A lot of shaved ice today, Riley, and a lot of mammoths too. A lot of them. And some plain, which I think didn't you tell me that was like coconut or something, lemon or something? 1-2 pitch high and inside, 2-2. They're not pina coladas. Come on, these are kids out there. You can't give them pina colada shaved ice. What a great idea, though. All the benefits of a pina colada in a shaved ice. Fantastic. 2-2 on the way. Breaking ball just a little bit high, 3-2. So Brett's throwing a lot of pitches out there. Couple of 3-2 counts. One out here in the second inning. J.J. Menacini to follow. Carson struck out, then McGee was hit by a pitch, and now we're full on Tyler Crudo. And that's fouled back to the screen as Crudo hangs tough on an 89-mile-an-hour fastball. And we'll set the stage for another pitch. I haven't seen a lot of Sundays in that batting helmet, though. You think I'd see more of those Leatherby Sundays. Do it again, 3 balls and 2 strikes. We'll see if McGee is going at first base. He is not and throws back to first base and almost had him going the wrong way. But he is back safely ahead of the tag by Jason Hansen. 3-2 pitch. Outside, ball 4. First walk given up by Perez, and now J.J. Mendocini is the hitter. Just 0 for 2 as a Mudcat. He's out of Folsom Lake College. Batting in the 9 spot with Dalen Shipp on deck. He's got Mudcats at first and second. McGee hit by a pitch. Crudo with the base on balls. Gargett coming in behind the runner at second. The first pitch is right down there for a strike. 0-1. Great crowd out here tonight for Fan Appreciation Night, as there should be. As there should be. VIP section is really humming down there. Everybody wearing their new orange rope hats. I think that's what they call them. Mendocini takes one outside. It's 1-1. Matt Lundgren in his new lumberjack look as he continues to grow the beard out in his Zach Chamiso jersey. Checking things out with the mayor of Lincoln, Ray Garcia. Down the first base line, 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball's hit out to shortstop. Gargett has to come in. He's going to step on the bag himself to first base. Dug out by Hanson. Double play Potters. Great job by Gargett. Great job by Jason Hanson to end the top of the second inning. We go to the bottom of the second. Mudcats nothing, Potters nothing.
I'm Bill Spear, North Valley president of 5 Star Bank. In a time when business can feel so uncertain, we're here for you every step of the way.
I know they have a lot of bells and whistles within their bank, but just the relationship piece here locally on the business side is huge for us.
5 Star treats us like we're number one. They're right there with suggestions, with help. So I have to bank with people that have our mission in mind.
We're 5 Star Bank. How can we help you?
This job is the Esplanade at Turkey Creek phases 4 and 5. Our scope of work for this project is full scope, so we've got all the underground, all the joint trench, and all the topside included with it.
We're putting in sewer pipe, manholes. We're not doing services yet. We go through and do all the main line, and then we come back and do all the services after that. I would say this project right here, the one we're working on, is probably about a 2-month project. It's very costly to the developer, so beating the schedule is very important, more important than most projects. It's got a lot of groundwater, so we've got an extensive groundwater pump system in place. It's just cool to be a part of the built environment and know that for the next 100 years that people are going to use and enjoy what we've created here today.
Bottom of the second inning, it'll be Antoneros, Jason Hanson, and Eli Small against Caden Beloyan, who got through the first inning, gave up 1 hit, and struck out 1. Don't know if you caught the mascot race between innings there, as Piper was just not even a factor, but the winner was just smoking. She was probably about 6 or 7 years old, yeah, maybe. I think if you look back at the tape, she might have cut the course a little short, but I'm not even going to mention that to the race organizers, as she was fantastic and burst through the tape at home plate like a real champ. In true spirit of the Olympics, I think she was our first Olympic-era winner here at McBean Stadium. So congratulations to her. And here's Antoneros with his first at-bat. His first at-bat of the Potter season, the left-hand hitting catcher out of Auburn, California, Placer High, and the University of Oregon. Left-hand hitting catcher against Beloyan. Here's the first pitch, and he takes high for a ball. 88 from Beloyan. 1 ball and no strikes with Jason Hanson to follow here in the bottom of the second inning. It's hit sharply up the middle into center field, base hit. That's how Anson Arrows makes himself a very popular Lincoln Potter by smacking a base hit right up the middle his first time up. Second hit for the Potters, and Jason Hansen will be the hitter, the first baseman out of UC Davis in Roseville, California, batting at 200 for the Potters. Three runs batted in for Jason in a short time here with the Lincoln Potters. First pitch is a breaking ball, stays high. Eli Small to follow. There's Javi from Mi Ranchito, just kind of walking around, looking important. Wondering why Riley didn't compliment him on his quesadillas today. That is on the outside corner for a strike to Hansen. 1 ball and 1 strike. Back over to first base, but getting back is Arrows. It's got Mike Lavigny, the first base coach. Tyler Malone at third. 1-1 to Jason Hansen. High fastball again, 2-1. Tomorrow, 6:05 is our first pitch. Fireworks night, Star Wars night, Star Wars jerseys, jersey auction. Lots of stuff going on, of course, in the last regular season home game. 2-1 to Hansen. Hits it to right field. Benavides has a beat on it. Now it's going to go over his head. He makes a nice catch. Getting back to first is Arrows, and he'll be safe at first base. But Benavides looked like he didn't have that one. Turned out he had it under control the whole time. Made a nice catch reaching back over his head for the out. Hansen hit it well to right field, but he is retired for the first out, and here's Eli Small. Eli's the DH today out of Elkhorn, Nebraska, and the University of Kentucky. 292 with a dozen runs batted in. Doesn't have a home run yet. Now would be an excellent time, Eli. Just saying. Just want to throw it out there on the table. Fouls that one off. 0-1 on Small. He's followed by Quincy Mombro, tonight's left fielder. Then Drew Andrews rounding out the Potters' batting order here tonight. Rose with a very short lead at first base. And Small bounces that one in the stands there in right field. Down the first base line. Chopped it over the screen and underneath the tarp, and we had a little excitement down there. And very packed stands over there down the first base line. Quickly 0-2 on Eli Small. High and outside. I do not remember on Star Wars nights if we get Star Wars characters. I'm sure we do. And finally, Riley and I have some common ground because he's got the new guys and I got the old guys, and we all have our. Oh, he's going old guys too, huh? C-3PO and those guys, R2-D2 and those cats, Han Solo, Chewbacca. There goes Arrows. The pitch is going to be too low. He goes head first into second. He's in there just ahead of the throw from Cody Buckley. So Anson with the stolen base, and Small was actually called out on strikes. I thought they called that one outside, but they did not. So Small is the strikeout victim. 2 outs, and here's Quincy Marlboro, who's hitting .270 with 7 runs batted in. The right-handed hitting left fielder out of Folsom Lake College in Loomis, California. So I thought it was outside, but the umpire made the signal while the attention was diverted down to second base, and 2 outs, and here's Marlboro. Quincy check swing, he goes, foul ball. 0-1. Drew Andrews to follow. 2 outs, and Arrows on second base. Bottom of the second, no score so far, Potters and Mudcats. Marlboro takes a strike. The Beloyan last time was 3 innings and 6 hits, as we said, and 3 runs. Got a little bit of zip on the fastball. Tonight he's given up 2 hits, but he's also struck out 2. And he's ahead of Marlboro 0-2. Swinging a foul back to the screen. Stays alive for another pitch to Squincy. Still 0-2 though. Chopper out toward third, cut off by Carson over to first. Too high over the head of the first baseman, and a run will score on the wild throw. So an error on the third baseman, first error, so no RBI on the play, but the Potters get the run. The first run of the game scores on the overthrow. And here's Drew Andrews. Last time we saw Drew, he was hitting a grand slam home run in the game against the West Coast Kings. I believe that was on Friday. Leading the way to an 11-3 win that night. He was our player of the game. He's up here with 2 outs and a runner at first base. Takes it in the dirt. That's a nice block by Buckley. 1-0 on Drew Andrews. 286 with that home run and those 4 runs batted in for Drew. Pops that one foul back over the screen, so it evens it up at 1 ball and 1 strike. If the Potters do win 2 of the next 3 and get that second spot, they'll play Healdsburg in a 3-game series next week. The first game we think is on Tuesday, and it would be here. And then Thursday and Friday, if necessary, would be in Healdsburg. I believe that's how it works out. Bluff over at first base and the throw, and runner gets back. And we got the West Coast World Series coming up between August 3rd and the 6th. It's a 6-team field this year. 3 games the first day, 3 games the second day. I think 4 games the third day, setting up the final. There goes the runner. The pitch is hit high up in the air to left field. Against the sun, McGee's going to force it. He doesn't see it. And it drops down, and the run will score. It's a double for Andrews. And it's basically just McGee could not see the ball at all. Drew will get credit for a RBI, but you had the shortstop Crudo going out there too. He had a little better angle on it, but he couldn't find it. Neither one of them really found it. And it drops in there for a double. The Potters have scored twice now and brings up Caius Gargett, who struck out in the first inning. Going out to talk to Beloy and say, look, dude, this isn't your fault. It was an error and then a crazy sun pop-up, which we see all the time here, especially around the first couple of innings of these games when they start at 6:35. And that one just went straight up in the air. It was not a line drive or anything. Maybe you could get a glimpse of it. He just went straight up in the air. I don't think McGee ever saw it off the bat. So the Potters get a break. Now they're trying to take advantage by scoring Andrews as well with Gargett, who is 0 for 1 tonight. Guys takes outside on fastball. 1 ball and no strikes. Struck out back in the first inning. 455 on the season with 3 runs batted in. Mostly hitting in the number 1 spot, Caius Gargett. Pops that one up left side. Again, McGee, I don't think he ever sees it. Crudo's chasing it, and that is going to be a foul ball. So something for the Potters, for Marlboro to pay attention to is McGee is really not seeing the ball, especially since they're not, like I say, they're high pop flies or high fly balls immediately getting up into the sun. 1-1 on Caius Gargett. Crudo in behind the runner at second base. Now he goes back to his spot, and he comes back in, and they're going to try it. But that ball gets off his glove, not going to be far enough away for Andrews to go anywhere. So he showed it to him and then kind of doubled back, but I think that Drew probably was kind of hip to that. 1 ball, 1 strike. Gargett takes a fastball, and it's in there for a strike from Beloyan. Right at 87 miles an hour, and Caius is going to step out for a second. Think things over as Cole Dillon waits on deck. Potters have scored twice here in the second inning. They lead it 2-0. Neither run was earned. Line drive foul down the left field line over the grassy knoll, which is very heavily populated out there, but that one got over the fence and into the park proper, the McBean Park out there. So it stays at 1-2 on Gargett out of Anderson, Indiana, and the University of Kentucky. Caius takes outside. 2-2, another good snag by Cody Buckley back there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. A little breeze working as well. And that sun making outfield a difficult proposition, at least in left field. Moshart in center also shielding his eyes. Fastball misses outside, 3-2. That one at 89, Beloyan had a good snap on that one, but missed it outside. Takes the count full on Caius Gargett. Three-two coming up. Breaking ball is fouled back to the screen. So we do it again. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Bottom of the second, 2 outs. Potters have scored on a throwing error and then a Sun-aided double by Drew Andrews. And they lead it 2-0. High fastball, Gargett works the walk. So he'll go down to first base, first and second, and 2 outs. And then Cole Dillon, who grounded to short his first time up, will be the hitter. Cole hitting .210 with a home run and 10 runs batted in. Out of Rockwall, Texas, Mr. Cole Dillon playing second base tonight. Here's a Leatherby's Sunday in a batting helmet. I thought I kind of spoke that one into reality, Riley the engineer. But still, kind of losing to the shaved ice so far tonight. And beer. Breaking ball high, 1-0. Luke Mancy on deck. The old, a Doolin Dogs batter to lead off every inning was kind of an interesting move by the beer concessioner to try to move some product, and it's worked so far. 2 for 2. Dillon takes a strike, 1-1. Shaved ice, and he just sits there and goes, I got shaved ice. I'm not a marketer. I just got shaved ice. You want the ice? Come on over, get the ice. That's it. I'll put pina colada in there. I'll put margarita. I don't care. They should have that, I'll have a Long Island iced tea, shaved ice, whatever you need. I got it for you. 1-1 to Dillon. Check swing, and he takes it, ball 2. 2-1. Andrews at second, Gargett at first. 2-1 pitch to Cole Dillon here in the second. Hits it down to third base, and that is a foul ball, I think. Great try down there by Carson. He got the ball in foul territory and did a head-first dive to force out the runner coming down the line, but it is a foul ball. Duly noted by the umpire, and it'll be a 2-ball and 2-strike count on Cole Dillon. Carson just laid that one out and got there, and he would have made the play on Drew Andrews, but it was a foul ball. Seventh batter in the inning, Cole Dillon. 0 for 1 so far tonight. High with a fastball, 3-2. Tried to take something off of that one perhaps, but he spent a lot of time looking back at Drew Andrews at second base. And came in and missed the target, 3 balls and 2 strikes. So both Drew and Caius Gargett will be running on the pitch here with a full count, 2 outs here in the second. And that's in the dirt outside. Loads the bases for Luke Mancy. Second walk of the inning for Beloyan, his second walk of the game. And here's Mancy, who lined a double into right center field his first time up, and there's going to have a meeting at the mound here. Luke at 313 and 14 runs batted in, does have a home run, and he spanked a line drive into right center field that Mossart cut off, but his throw in was a little offline, and Mancy was able to ease into second base with the double. Long meeting at the mound here with Beloyan, who's just probably a little bit, not upset, but a little bit, had to pitch a little bit extra in this inning because of error and then a sun-aided double, which was just bad luck on the double. But he's walked a couple now, and he's facing Mancy. Eventually he'll face Mancy. Luke out of University of New Mexico, playing over at third base for the Potters tonight. Seen a lot of time at second base lately, but Cole Dillon is there. Out of Jamul, California, which I believe is down San Diego way, all my people tell me. Takes that one on the outside corner, call strike, 0-1. Beloyan's going to work from, it looks like, from the windup with the bases loaded. That's a high fastball. Evens the count, 1 ball and 1 strike. Sails it outside, 2-1. Mancy's been hitting the ball well lately for the Potters, as the Potters have won 5 of their last 6 league games. Mancy check swinging, 7 that 4 of their last 5 league games. Took 3 against the Kings, then split 2 with the Prune Packers. 2-2 now on Luke. Andrews, Gargett, and Dillon on the bases. Outside a ball. Full count now on Mancy again. Now, I don't think Andrews will be running at third, but Gargett and Dillon will get off to a good start at first and second here. Little shuffling around in the bullpen for the Mudcats as Beloyan has thrown a lot of pitches this inning. Hit sharply down to first base. Nice play down there by Shipp. He'll make the play at first. It was a do or die for Dalen Shipp, and to his credit, he made the play and saved a couple of runs. Potter scored twice. We go to the third. They lead it 2-0.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
Top of the third inning, Potters lead at 2-0. Don Perez on the mound will take on the top of the order, Dalen Ship, Alex Mossart, and Mike Benavides. And again, the first batter in every inning is a Dueling Dogs batter for the Potters. Ship is 0 for 1. Shows bunt, pulls it back. I guess it was a ball. I thought it might have been fouled off, but 1-0. Scoreboard shows 0-1. I didn't see it. It's signaled by the umpire, and now Dalen Ship is asking him, I think. That one is in there for a strike. Let's see if he puts up 1-1, 0-2, because the scoreboard says 0-2. I thought it was 1-1, but again, that first pitch could have been called either way. Look out, that hits him right in the back. Sailing on the fastball, the second hit batter for Perez. You don't like to lose a guy with 2 strikes. So Ship will go to first base, and Mossart will be the hitter. He struck out back in the first inning, the center fielder out of University of Mary. 244 coming in, and he struck out his first time up. Talking to Luke Mancy, trying to get him to come in a little bit in case Mossart was going to lay one down here. Perez to the plate. Mossart does lay it down the third base line, and that one's going to roll foul as Perez and Mancy both converge on it. And fortunate maybe for the Potters, that was fair. It might have been a problem, but it was not. So it's 0-1 now on Alex Mossart. Just one hit for the Mudcats, but Perez has hit 2. He's walked 1, struck out 4 in 2+ innings. That broke the streak of first batters striking out to get half-price Pierce, so no such luck this inning rally. 0-1 to Mossart. Throw back over to first base, and that was pretty close over there. Hansen puts the tag on a sliding Dalen Ship, but he is back. Shows bunt again, bunts at it, misses the throw down to first base, and it gets away. Picked up by the second baseman. Great job backing it up, though, Cole Dillon. And he's there before the runner can think about going to second base. Arrows with the gun down to first base, just a little bit short. Hansen tried to swipe it, but couldn't. But it is 0-2 now on Mossart. Mike Benavides to follow, then Connor Ross for the Mudcats here in the third. Let's see if the runner goes. He does not. Swing and miss. Mossart is out on strikes. Second time tonight. First out of the inning is recorded. Here's Mike Benavides. Reached on an error his first time up. Made it as far as second base after the Ross single, but stayed there, or was stranded there when Buckley ended the inning with a strikeout. That was back in the first, and here's Benavides, 242 with 13 runs batted in for Mike out of Northern State University. Slices that down the right field line off speed pitch, and it's out of play. Haven't mentioned the bounce house, but of course it's just rocking down there with a crowd like this. You figure the bounce house is where many of the youngsters are going to be hanging out, especially with all the beer specials. You don't want them around during those. Perez at the plate, fouled off again. A little bit surprised Ship hasn't tried to take off over there at first base. Perez had a little bit extra, little movement in his when he goes into the stretch and delivers to home plate. You think you could maybe time and take off, although he does get it to the plate pretty quickly, right around 90 miles an hour for his fastball, maybe a little bit more. 0-2 now on Benavides. He lines it into right field, coming on and not making the play. It's a single for Benavides. Good try out there by Furry. Nothing Trey could do, really. I thought it might hang up a little bit more, but it didn't. And now with 2 on and just 1 out, the dangerous Connor Ross coming to the plate. He singled in the first inning, and he is hitting at .395, probably .400 now for Connor Ross. 4 home runs and 26 runs batted in. Out of Cal Baptist University, 6', 190. Listed as an infielder. He's DHing today for the Mudcats, and he's followed by Cody Buckley. Ship at second, Benavides at first. Ross slices it down the right field line. It's 0-1. I just saw an old guy walking behind home plate with the same shirt I'm wearing, and the thought occurred to me, Riley the engineer, if he saw me, he would probably say, I just saw an old guy with the shirt that I'm wearing. That is crazy. And just give me some perspective, man. Thanks, Riley. Thanks for keeping it real. 0-1. Breaking ball sliced out to right field, and it's out of play again out there by the Brick and Barrel Backyard Beer Garden, which unfortunately, since the first batter didn't strike out, is not as busy as it has been the first 2 innings, although people probably have had, they've already been back there twice. Should I ask this kid what that clear shaved ice is, Riley? Because there's he did say coconut. That's crazy. 0-2. I should get him an interview. Thought about it, didn't go. 1-2. Coconut. You heard him, Riley. Coconut. Coconut shaved ice, or as we used to call them, snow cones. Coconut snow cones. I never thought I'd see the day. 1-2 to Ross. Breaking balls high and inside. 2-2. Pina colada sounds pretty good when you say they're doing coconuts. I haven't seen pineapple either. If you're going to do coconut, you got to do pineapple. I mean, you don't have to. I don't think you should do coconut. Check the runner at second base, the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. He got Ross with a high fastball. Big out right there for Perez. And his 6th strikeout of the game, but he still has runners at first and second, and now Cody Buckley will be the hitter. Cody struck out back in the first inning, hitting .232 on the campaign out of Iowa Western Community College. Done a good job behind the plate, keeping Paloyan's pitches in front of him, not allowing any extra bases. Probably saving a wild pitch or 2 along the way. Perez checks Ship at second. Fastball is chopped out to second. Dylan Hazy's going to step on the bag in time for the out. So good job by Perez to pitch his way out of it. We go to the bottom of the third. Potter still on top, 2-0.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
Potters fans, want to keep restoring and renovating historic McBean Stadium? Now you can become a member of Friends of McBean. Annual membership start at $50. Get a 4th of July Potters t-shirt and 4 Potters tickets. Become a member now at friendsofmcbean.org.
Bottom of the third inning, Potters on top 2-0. Beloyan back out on the mound. He's given up 3 hits, 2 runs. Both of those runs were unearned in the second inning. And Trey Furry will lead it off here, and then he'll be followed by Ansoneros and Jason Hansen, 4, 5, and 6 for the Potters. Looking to win 2 out of 3 this weekend against the Mudcats to win their way into the first ever PEL Playoff Championship Series. It would be against the number 1 seed, the top-ranked Healdsburg Prune Packers, who the Potters, in a huge win they got on the road on Wednesday night after losing to the Healdsburg 8-1 on Tuesday, went up there and won a 4-3 decision. Ryan Castillo and Ryan Baker combining, with Baker throwing 3 innings of no-hit relief to get the win. Potters scoring 1 in the 8th inning to win that game. There's Trey Furry, who lined out to right field his first time up. 0 for 1 for Trey, 300 on the summer with a home run, a grand slam, and consequently 4 runs batted in. Check swing, it's in there off speed for a strike on 1. Great crowd out here for Fan Appreciation Night, as it should be, and that one's in the dirt. 1-1. Tomorrow, Star Wars night. Come on out. I checked the LincolnPotters.com website for tickets and information. We got fireworks tomorrow, so it's liable to be a pretty full house out here, but it's going to be a lot of fun. Furry takes high, 2-1. Especially if the Potters can grab a win tonight, and then a win tomorrow would put them in that playoff series. So emotions running high out here at McBean tonight and tomorrow. 2-1 to Trey. Hits it sharply to the left of second. Nice play on a hop out there by Mendocini, and he'll go to first for the out. So JJ makes the play at first base for 1 out here in the third inning. And Ansoneros, who singled right back up the middle and scored the first run for the Potters back in the second inning, will be the hitter. Wearing number 10, the left-hand hitting catcher out of Auburn and University of Oregon. Went right back up the middle with a fastball from Beloyan back in the second inning. Eventually scored on a throwing error. Shows bunt, pulls it back, and it's a ball, 1-0. Got Ship coming down from first base and Ansel Carson from third. But pulled the bat back, 1 ball, no strikes. Hits it well to center field, and I mean really well. Mossart's going to go back to the fence and make the catch on the warning track in deep center field. So Eros got a hold of that one, hit it to the totally wrong part of the ballpark, because it's out of here to 85% of the ballpark, but hit it to that 15% right in center field for the second out and bring up Jason Hansen. That's about the longest out you can get here, 360 feet according to Carson Morton, who's usually he's got pretty good information. I was giving him 2 at 370, but I mean, we can talk about that. Hansen hit the ball very well to right field his first time up, but Benavides made a nice play on him, and he is 0 for 1 and takes a strike right there. Oh and 1 on Jason. Hits it sharply out towards shortstop. Crudo has it. Across the diamond for the out at first base. So an easy inning for Beloyan. 1-2-3. We go to the fourth. Potters on top, 2-0. Top of the fourth, Ansel Carson, Max McGee, Tyler Crudo against Adon Perez, who has made it through the first 3 innings, 2 hits allowed. He's hit 2 batters, walked 1, and he has struck out 6. And if he strikes out Carson to open up the fourth, as the leadoff batter in every inning is a dueling dogs batter. If he strikes out the first batter in this inning, it'll be half price off all draft beer for Potter fans, and, also for Mudcats fans if they're here. Sure. If you're a Mudcat fan watching at home, first of all, thanks for checking in. Secondly, treat yourself. I mean, I know it's kind of counterproductive, but you could do the same thing the other way in your own mind. If you're a Mudcat fan, just do the same thing for the Potters, the first batter of their innings. So, I don't want you to turn on your team or anything. Swings and fouls that one back to the screen. Carson did strike out his first time up, took a call, third strike, back in the second inning. Out of St. Mary's College. He's the third baseman tonight, and he hits that one right back up the middle off the glove of Perez. It goes to the third baseman to first, not in time. That's an infield single for Carson. Mancy came in and tried to make the play, but instead it's Carson's first hit of the game and the third hit for the Mudcats, and brings up Max McGee, who was hit by a pitch his first time up. That one, the line drive off of the glove of Perez, rolled right to Mancy at third, but Luke on it, but Carson already down the line, and he beats the throw at first base. So the top of the fourth starts off with the infield single from Carson, and here is McGee out of San Diego State University. Mancy comes in a little bit at third base in case McGee's going to show a bunt here. He does not. He takes a fastball in there for a strike. 89 from Adon Perez. Haven't seen any activity. We saw the Mudcats stirred a little bit in the last inning, but that third inning was pretty easy work for Beloyan. 0-1. Nice block by Arrowsback behind the plate. Makes it 1 ball and 1 strike. Check of the runner at first base. Creeping off. Here's the pitch. Swinging a foul. 1-2 now on McGee. Crudo to follow, then Mendocini. The bottom of the Mudcats order. They trail it 2-0. We are in the top of the fourth inning. First of 2 here for these two teams, and they'll move down to Solano for game number 3 on Sunday. Chopper into the hole. Nice drive by Hansen. He knocks it down. He's going to go over to first base. What a nice play by Jason Hansen, and a good job by Perez to go ahead and cover first. Hansen got in the hole. I thought that might get into right field, but Hansen with a really fine play to get it to Perez ahead of McGee going down the line. Going to second is Carson, so he's in scoring position for Tyler Crudo, who got a walk his first time up. Tyler, the shortstop out of Sonoma State University at .232 with 9 runs batted in on the summer for the 14-17 Solano Mudcats. 9-13 in PEL play. They are always a tough out. Have been for years. Crudo, check swing. It's in there for a strike. 0-1. Perez right around 90. Hasn't really been above 90 tonight. Last Thursday against West Coast Kings, he got 93-94. Breaking ball, misses. Evens it up at 1-1. Outfield straight away. Medium deep. Malbro in left just trying to find a spot he can get to where he can see the ball if it comes his way. Check the runner at second. 1-1 pitch is right in there for a strike. 1-2 on Crudo. I mean, a banana split would be a great thing to put in there. I don't think you could fit it into the helmet, though. That's the problem. It's probably an overhead thing. 1-2 pitch, check swing. He went. Carl, strike 3. Seventh strikeout for Perez, second out in the inning, but still the runner out at second base as J.J. Mendocini comes there. Hit into a double play his first time up, grounded out to Gargett at short, who stepped on second through to first and got him by a half a step as Hansen made a good scoop over there at first base. Taking over for Hudson Brown. He's the Swiffer. He cleans up everything around first base. We miss Hudson out here from Olive Branch, Mississippi, and University of Kentucky. Mendocini takes a strike. One of the many Potter who became legends this summer. Oh and 1. Left-handed hitting Mendocini. Slices it foul down the left field line right at the catcher in the bullpen, who turns around and goes, "Hey, I don't think he can really control that, sir." Luckily, he's wearing all the gear, so he probably is okay down there. Well, that is a rude awakening of a line. Now they're going to send two people out there to protect him, which they kind of maybe should have done before. Just saying. 0-2 now on JJ. Takes a fastball outside. Out of Folsom Lake College. Brother Austin also on the ball club. He is a catcher. 1-2 now. Perez delivers. Fastball misses outside. 2-2. Carson at second base, 2 outs. Carson opening up the inning with a single, advanced on a ground out by McGee, then stuck there while Crudo struck out, and now Mendocini has worked the count 2-2 with Dalen Shipp on deck, the top of the order. Swing and a miss. He got him on strikes, tagged out by the catcher, Eros. 2 strikeouts in the inning, 8 for the game for Perez. We move on to the bottom of the 4th inning. Potters on top, 2-0.
Gooseport Public House. We have sports on 10 big screen TVs, 23 beer taps with classics and crafts, a full bar with creative craft mixed drinks, live music, and most importantly, great fresh food. In downtown Roseville off Vernon Street. Only 15 minutes from the ballpark. See ya at Gooseport.
Front door with my teenage boy and a couple more from up the road. He had him by the collar.
Bottom of the 4th, Caden Beloyan out on the hill to work in his 4th innings, giving up 3 hits and 2 runs, both of those unearned. He has struck out 2. He has also walked 2. And he will face Eli Small, Quincy Malbrough, and Drew Andrews, the bottom third of the order for the Potters in the bottom of the 4th inning. Fan appreciation night out here at McBean Stadium. Tomorrow night, Star Wars night, fireworks night, all kinds of stuff going on. Potters trying to play their way into the PEL Championship Series against the Healdsburg Prune Packers. If they are able to do that, which means 2 wins in their next 3 games, they would host the Prune Packers in Game 1 of that series. Believe that's next Tuesday night. Getting ahead of ourselves, but if it happens, check LincolnPotters.com and social media for times on that one and also the correct date. Here's Eli Small, who struck out his first time up. Pops one up left field, coming on. The left fielder McGee going out the shortstop, and McGee is going to make the catch as he feels good. He finally saw a fly ball, and he makes the play on that one. So it's 1 out quickly here in the bottom of the 4th, and that'll bring up Quincy Malbrough, who reached on an error back in the 2nd, a wild throw that enabled Arrows to score the first run of the game. Malbrough then scored on Drew Andrews' Sun-aided double. That was the 2-run rally that put the Potters on top 2-0 then, and that's where it stands here with 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. Marlboro 270 on the summer out of Folsom Lake College. He slices that one, but it's fouled down the right field line into the VIP area. Scatters a couple of Potters who are just milling around down there. Like maybe we got some loosening up going on in both bullpens as we go into the bottom of the fourth inning. Both pitchers have thrown a lot of pitches so far inside from Marlboro. Seems that way anyway. 1-1. Drew Andrews to follow here in the bottom of the fourth. Marlboro takes in the dirt, 2-1. Quincy out of Loomis, California, and Folsom Lake College. Outside, 3-1 now on Marlboro. Willie Preston, who was instrumental in getting the dueling dog batter every inning rule employed tonight, just continues to do his job at the top of his game. He's at the top. He's been in every game here, 8 years. 3-1 is in there, a strike. Hasn't missed one. Give the guy some recognition, will you, Riley, the engineer? You don't even show up to every game this year. Of course, neither do I, so I guess that, but I show up to a lot of them, but he shows up to every one of them. Chopper down the third baseline. That's a fair ball. It's going to get down into the corner. Marlboro's going to round first and head for second. McGee picks it up, throws it in, but it's going to be a little offline, and Quincy has himself a double down the line with one out. Just a chopper that Carson tried to backhand, just a do-or-die play by Carson over there. Couldn't come up with it. Slowed it down enough, though, when it got to the corner. Marlboro had a chance to round first, head for second, and he's got himself a double. Fourth hit for the Potters, and that brings up Drew Andrews, who's in a run-scoring opportunity here. He doubled back in the second inning, hit a pop fly to left field in the sun, and McGee couldn't find it. But it counts nonetheless as Andrews picked up RBI number 5. And he has got Marlboro now at second base. Caius Gargett, the top of the order, is on deck. Andrews settles in against Beloyan. Shows bunt, bunts it, but foul down the first base line. Trying to catch the infielders on their heels, but couldn't get it in fair territory. Ever since I saw the one guy wearing my shirt I thought was old, he's moved back 3 or 4 times. He's got beer, he's getting ice cream, he's getting chai, he's getting everything. Either he's buying for a whole section or that guy's putting it away. And he weighs like 140 pounds. He's like a Riley, like a 70-year-old Riley. I don't even want to think about that. I don't want to think about that. Andrews pops it up right side. Benavides has got a beat on it, coming over toward the line. He'll make the catch, and no tag at second base by Marlboro. So Andrews flies to right for the second out, and that will bring up Caius Gargett, who has struck out and walked in this one. Caius out of Anderson, Indiana, and University of Kentucky. Came in at .455 for the summer with 3 runs batted in. Struck out in the first, then took the walk in the second. So he's 0 for 1 tonight. He's up here with Marlboro at second base and 2 outs. And Crudo is trying to hold Marlboro as close to second as he can with the left-hand hitting Gargett at the plate. Caius takes high. Caius thinking about trying to shoot one into that hole. As McGee pretty deep in left field for the left-hand hitting Gargett. So a single should bring Marlboro in easily. One-0 pitch is inside to Caius. 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. Cole Dillon to follow. Caius is going to step out. Beloyan taking a little too much time for his liking. Both bullpens quiet right now. Although I don't know how quiet the one down the left field line is with that grassy knoll right there with fans all over the place. But as far as activity in the bullpen, 2-0 coming up to Caius. Lines it into center field. That's a base hit. Malbrough's going to round third. It's picked up in center field by Mossart. The throw's cut off. It's an RBI single for Caius Gargett, and the Potters lead it 3-0. He has been hot lately, and he keeps it going. Potters come up with their first earned run of the game and their third run of the game, and Gargett has his fourth RBI, and Cole Dillon will be the hitter. Grounded it short and walked. Gargett down at first base with 2 outs and a run in. Cole Dixon in the dirt gets away from Buckley, and going down to second on the wild pitch will be Gargett. Nothing Cody Buckley can do on that one. It bounced to him. Tried to block it. It squirted out to the right side. And Gargett is now in scoring position at second base. One ball, no strikes to Cole Dillon. 1 home run, 10 runs batted in. Hitting .210 coming into the game from Rockwall, Texas. Hits it to left field. McGee's on the run. That may be trouble. He's going to drop in for a hit. Gargett will score easily, and Dillon has himself an RBI single, and the Potters now lead it 4-0. Perfect placement for Dillon. Picks up his 11th run batted in. Kaya scores from second. 2 runs on 3 hits here in the fourth, and here's Luke Mancy, who doubled it back in the first and then grounded out to first on an excellent play by Dalen Shipp down the first base line back in the second with the bases loaded. Luke hitting .313. He has 14 runs batted in and a single home run. Dillon at first. Cole's been known to take off. Luke swings and misses. Takes something off that one at 80 miles an hour from Beloyan. 0-1 on Mancy at the University of New Mexico. Go over to first base, and Dillon is back easily. Dalen Shipp at first base for the Solano Mudcats. Mancy takes a high fastball. Evens it up, 1 ball, 1 strike. Trey Furry to follow. If Luke can keep it going here in the bottom of the fourth, Potters have scored twice. A double by Malbrough, a single by Gargett, a single by Dillon. After a wild pitch, move Caius down to second base. Mancy, big chopper. Going to be a tough play for anybody. Scooped up at second by Menacini, but he has no play at first base on Mancy. So Luke gets a single. That's his 5th straight multiple hit game for the Potters. And he is at first base. Dillon is at second. And here's Trey Furry, who has flied to right and grounded to second. Hit the ball well both times. First one was to Benavides in right. Second one was Menacini with a nice play at second base. But Trey up here again with 2 runners on and 2 outs in the fourth. Chance to give some breathing room to the Potters. Furry swings and misses. That's a good-looking cut on an off-speed pitch right there. 0-1 from Trey. Runners leading at first and second. Furry takes it, goes all the way back to the backstop. Second and third now after the pass ball. And a 1 ball, 1 strike count on Trey Furry, so a hit could well play 2 more for the Potters here in the fourth. Encineros on deck, who flied out deep to center field his last time up after singling his first time up. One to Trey. Popped up. Center field. Mossart. Now he's got to come in a long way, dives and doesn't make the play, and it'll drop in. I didn't think it was carried out as far as he was set up. Then he just kept running in and running in and running in. So Furry will get credit for a double. Pick up 2 RBI, and the Potters now lead it 6-0. And we're going to probably have a pitching change here for the Mudcats, so we'll step away. Bottom of the 4th, Potters have put 4 up on the board. They lead it 6-0.
Being a laborer means everything. It was what took care of me when I was growing up. It's what takes care of me now.
Loyan still out there for the Mudcats, and here's Anson Eros, who was, we said, singled and fly deep, deep, deep to center field. Out of University of Oregon and out of Placer High School before that. Anson behind the plate for the Potters. They've got 4 here in the inning. They lead at 6-0. Scoreboard says 7-0, which is why we're trying to get a new scoreboard. We'll have a QR code up for you later on tonight. You can donate to the Friends of McBean trying to get a new scoreboard. Anson takes outside. 1-0. He's followed by Jason Hansen in the Potters lineup. No pitch is hit out to left field. McGee's on the run. That's going to be a foul ball, and he won't be able to get to it. As it'll go onto the grassy knoll out there. 1-1 on Eros. Left-hand hitting catcher. One and one. Oh, beers are coming with limes in them now, Riley, the engineer. I guess those are the fancy beers. Well, you know, we got all kinds of them down there. Brick and Barrel Backyard Beer Garden's got it all, as you know. Furry at second base. 1-1 count on Eros. Here's the pitch down low. 2-1. Cowbells are working hard, working overtime, some might say, tonight, trying to bring the Potters home a win on this fan appreciation night and Potters appreciation night as well. 2-1 is lined to right field, base hit. Furry's going to come around third. He's going to try to score. Benavides picks it up. The throw comes all the way through and not in time. Trying to be cut off by Ship, but it got through him, and it's an RBI single by Eros. He is 2 for 3. Furry scores. I guess the scoreboard knew more than we thought, as they already had it 7-0. Now they make it 8-0, which it is. And we're going to have a pitching change. We'll step away here. Bottom of the 4th, Potters on top by 7.
Astro Air Design Incorporated, where you feel the difference. We are a locally owned and operated heating, air conditioning, and custom sheet metal company committed to the highest quality of craftsmanship at a competitive price. Our trained and certified technicians have the knowledge and experience required to install, maintain, or repair your home comfort solutions. Our upfront pricing gives you the peace of mind because you know your price is locked in. Call Astro Air Design Incorporated today.
Here in Michigan, we do more than just survive the winter. We thrive during it. You simply can't keep us away from what we love most: great times and amazing beer. The snow transforms the landscape and lays the path for adventures yet to be had. Trails ready to be explored, and freshly groomed hills ready for the first run of the day. And later, as the sun descends, it's time to unwind with great conversation and even better friends. Experience a taste of Michigan winter with Founders Brewing Company, born and brewed in Michigan.
Situated on the corner of Lincoln Boulevard and 5th Street, this iconic building has been the home to several hotels over the decades, the most famous and longest running of which was the Lincoln Inn. Having undergone several renovations and architectural changes, this building is the current home of Old Town Pizza, which boasts not one but 2 floors for your dining enjoyment, including open-air seating on the roof. Stop in for a slice today, or stop by the Lincoln Museum to see the 300-pound cash register that used to adorn the front desk of the Lincoln Inn.
New pitcher for the Mudcats, Tyler Lamperti, the left-hander out of Cosumnes River College, making his 6th appearance, 17 innings, 15 strikeouts, 7 walks. He is 0 for 2 with a .635, and he will face Jason Hansen, who is the 9th batter here in the inning for the Potters. They have 5 runs on 5 hits. Arrows is out at first base, and Hansen steps in against Lamperti. The left-hander delivers a strike. Jason is fly deep to right and grounded to shortstop, so he is 0 for 2. Hits it sharply out towards Shark. Crudo has it over to second for the 4th. So a couple of pitches and the last out of the inning, but the Potters score 5 times here in the 4th. We go to the 5th. They lead at 7-0.
Hi, Bill Evans, President of the Placer County Association of Realtors. We're in the store, our conference facilities, an amazing team that helps keep together an amazing organization. And we thank them all.
This organization can't do what it does and can't run the way it runs without the help of so many members volunteering their time.
The success of the Placer County Association of Realtors is largely dependent on our active volunteer members to help our organization and industry. The work of our committees greatly impacts our ability to champion efforts across the board and giving back to the Placer County community wherever we can.
Like all service organizations, I wanted to serve. And getting involved with the affiliate committee was the perfect way to do that.
I love being able to serve my community with my business friends and other leaders and give back to those who are in need.
The thing I love about the PCAR committees is they all work toward the same goal of bringing the community together to support those in need in our surrounding area.
I instantly came to the meeting and had a wonderful time, felt like I was a part of something bigger, and it was just the start of my leadership journey.
Top of the 5th inning, Potters lead at 7-0. It is going to be the top of the order, Dalen Ship, Alex Mossart, and Mike Benavides. Now, we've been having the first batter in every inning been a Dueling Dogs batter, but this is the Farmers' 5th inning, so if this batter, Ship, is retired in any way, shape, or form, it's going to be half price off Farmers beer. So we've already got that going on. We've got the whole Dueling Dogs. We've got any draft beer is half price off if the first batter strikes out. Many things going on. More importantly, the Potters leading this one 7-0, and here's Ship, who has struck out and been hit by a pitch, both times leading off. So after the first 2 innings when the Potters got the leadoff batters with strikeouts, we've had a hit by a pitch and then a single by Carson. So we've been kind of falling off the rails there. But in this case, it's just an out for Ship to get half off on Farmers. Perez delivers, and it's down low, 1-0. Perez given up 3 hits so far. He has struck out 8. Hit 2, walked 1. Fastball in there for a strike. Ship does not agree. 1 ball and 1 strike. Lauren working the point streak today. Carson, of course, is on the track man. He never leaves that. I've made a decision, Riley, about my intern rankings. Swinging a foul ball. I think they might have fouled it off himself. Hopefully he's okay. I think, don't tell anybody, I think I might have to give a press box number 1 and just an overall number 1 because Carson hasn't left his seat in 40 games. He does a tremendous job, but he never leaves out here. So he's going to be like the press box number 1. Invaluable resource, of course. But Lauren and Nia and John are out there. They're announcing. They're doing stuff. Nia's the photographer. She's singing the national anthem. You know, we got a lot of stuff going on with the interns this year. I want to recognize that as well. So it's going to be a conundrum for me as I ponder this overnight. 1-2 as Ship is kind of still making sure he's okay, and the umpire gives him all the time he needs. The first base coach coming down to take a look at things, but Dalen says, no, I'm all right, I'm good, I'm ready to go. I'm out of Diablo Valley College. They're the Vikings. Vikings are a very sturdy type. Breaking ball is called strike 3. So it's half off, all kinds of beer. I don't know. Willie, you figure it out. We got too much stuff going on. You're the one who's making all these rules. Half off all draft beer, but give farmers a little bit of a break too, because that's a farmer's fifth. Alex Mossart, who struck out twice, will be the hitter with 1 out here in the 5th. That is the 9th strikeout for Don Perez. Left-hand hitting center fielder. Lines one to left field. That's a base hit. Jumped all over that one, hit it right over the head of the third baseman Mancy down the left field line. Mossart has his first hit of the game, the 4th hit for the Solano Mudcats, and it'll bring out Mike Benavides, who has reached on an error and singled, so he has been on base twice. The right fielder out of Northern State University with Connor Ross on deck. Mossart struck out twice. He came up looking, I'm going to just take the first good one and take a good cutout, and he certainly did with a solid line drive to left field. Check swing, and it's a ball to Mike Benavides. Hitting .242 coming in with 13 runs batted in for the Solano Mudcats, who are 9-13 in Pacific Empire League play, the first year of the new league. Fastball is inside for a ball. Really enjoyed having Medford and Humboldt in the league. They came down here early. The Potters returned the favor. 2-0 now. Chopper out towards shortstop. Gargette's got to wait for a play on a hop. He's going to go all the way to first base. And Hansen, what a beautiful play by Jason Hansen. Took the stretch and swiped the ball off the ground and made the play at first base, moving to second as Mossart. Just an excellent play by Jason Hansen. Gargette had to let the ball bounce again, so he might have been able to go to second, didn't want to take the chance, got it across the diamond a little bit short and scooped up over there by Hansen. Again, carrying on the tradition of the Swiffer himself, Mr. Hudson Brown. Here's Connor Ross, who has singled and struck out tonight. Comes in at .395 with 4 home runs and 26 batted in. Struck out on a high fastball last time. Takes that fastball in there for a strike. 0-1. Pretty much 89 and 90 for Perez tonight. Oh and 1. Liner on one hop to second base, picked up by Dillon. Over to first. Good inning again for Perez. We were to the bottom of the 5th. Potters lead at 7-0.
I'm Bill Spear, North Valley president of 5 Star Bank. In a time when business can feel so uncertain, we're here for you every step of the way.
I know they have a lot of bells and whistles within their bank, but just the relationship piece here locally on the business side is huge for us.
5 Star treats us like we're number one. They're right there with suggestions, with help. So I have to bank with people that have our mission in mind.
We're 5 Star Bank. How can we help you?
This job is the Esplanade Turkey Creek phases 4 and 5. Our scope of work for this project is full scope, so we've got all the underground, all the joint trench, and all the top side included with it.
We're putting in sewer pipe, manholes. We're not doing services yet. We go through and do all the main line, and then we come back and do all the services after that. I would say this project right here, the one we're working on, is probably about a 2-month project. It's very costly to the developer, so beating the schedule is very important, more important than most projects. It's got a lot of groundwater, so we've got an extensive groundwater pump system in place. It's just cool to be a part of the built environment and know that for the next 100 years that people are going to use and enjoy what we've created here today.
Bottom of the fifth, Potters lead 7-0. Tyler Lamperti back on the mound for the Mudcats. He'll face Eli Small, Quincy Malbrough, and Drew Andrews. Piper with a dance contest, and the good news is there were a lot of dancers. The bad news, I don't know how good they were. Really, I'm going to be honest with you. But Piper runs a tremendous dance contest down there with John helping him out. Let's see who I didn't see who the winner was, but there were a lot of people down there shaking out like the old American Bandstand. Eli takes a strike. Just a lot of gyrating bodies down there. Small swings and misses. 1 ball and 2 strikes now on Eli, who has struck out and flied to left. Came in at 292 out of Elkhorn, Nebraska, and the University of Kentucky. Now, unofficial Mayor Ray Garcia is going to go up and talk to Piper about, his dance. He's got a little commotion going on there. Eli chops it foul almost over the screen again, but this time it hits the top of the screen and comes back. Piper still has the magnetism, still has the aura with the kids. They all want a high five the Peacock. Right back up the middle center field base hit for Eli Small. He tosses the bat away after going 2/3 of the way up the line. Hit number 9 for the Potters. And Quincy Malbrough will be the hitter. He reached on an error in the second, then doubled down the left field line to start things off in what turned out to be a 5-run fourth inning for the Potters. So Quincy 1 for 2, and he scored twice. Inside from Lamperti. 1 ball and no strikes. Potters have a lot of people sitting Indian style in their bullpen, but I don't think anybody up and throwing. They're just kind of hanging out down there. Maybe getting pictures taken or something. So there's a photo day down there. High and outside, 2-0. Quincy looks down at Tyler Malone at third base. Gets some instruction with a 2-0 count here in the 5th inning. Potters up 7-0. Drew Andrews to follow. Three and 0. Ken Beloyan with the first 3 2/3 innings, gave up 8 hits, 7 runs. Only 5 of those were earned. Lamperti is going to hit him on ball 4, and going down to first base is Quincy Malbrough. And again, I always say that if you're going to have 3 strikes, if it's going to be three ball count, you're going to walk me. Don't hit me. Come on. Just throw it outside or something. Don't hit me. It's not like I get an extra base for being hit and walking. Although, not a bad idea, Riley. Buckley goes out to talk to the pitcher. Runners at first and second. And Drew Andrews, who has a double in the second inning, drove in a run. Got that one up in the sun. It dropped in left field. And then he flied to right back in the 4th. Pars actually put most of that rally together in the 4th with 2 outs. Gargett, Dillon, and Mancy singling, and then a double by Furry, and then a single by Eros. Strike 1 on Drew. Watches that one down low. Watches it all the way. 1-1, Kais Gargett. Top of the order on deck. Nice looking breaking ball in there for a strike on the corner. Andrews not necessarily agreeing. Two balls, 1 strike. Andrews watches that one down low. Gets away a little bit, but the runners are going to stay put. So it's 3-1 on Drew. Nobody out here in the 5th inning. Chopper fouled down the third base line over by the Mudcats dugout. Scatters a couple of Mudcats. Stays at 2-2 on Andrews. Tomorrow night, 6:05, same two teams. Potters, if they can hold on to this one, will be playing for the chance to get into that Pacific Empire League Championship playoff series. 2-2 to Andrews. High ball 3. 6:05 Star Wars night and fireworks night. And it should be a pretty pleasant evening as well. Might be the first game that the first pitch is in 100 degrees in a long time. So it'll be a great night to get out here. There goes the runners. It's high for ball 4. So that loads the bases for Caius Gargett, who was struck out, walked, and had an RBI single. Switch hitting shortstop will bat right-handed against the left-hander at Lamperti. He is out of Anderson, Indiana, which I don't think is one of the bigger cities in Indiana. That's just me. I had not heard of it before I met Caius Gargett by proxy up here in the booth. I mean, that's the first I'd heard of Anderson, Indiana. But the native of Anderson, Indiana has the bases loaded and nobody out. He takes a high fastball. 1-0. Breaking ball, beautiful pitch in there by Lamperti. Drops it in for a strike to even the count up at 1-1. Cole Dillon on deck for the Potters. High fly ball hit well to center field. Moving over is Mossart. He'll make the catch. The tag is third. The tag second. The throw comes into third. The tag is in time at third base. Sacrifice fly for Caius. He'll get the RBI. Called out at third is Malbrough. Fine throw by Mossart in center field. Looked like he might have got in there under the tag, but he is out at second base, or third base. So 2 outs, 1 run in. 8-0 now in favor of the Potters. And Cole Dillon will be the hitter. Caius with his second RBI of the night. His 5th of the summer. Dillon swings and misses. Actually gets away from Buckley and moving down to second is Drew Andrews. Oh, 0-1 on Cole. That's in there for a strike. 0-2. Luke Mancy is next. Oh, 2 pitch gets right through the glove of Buckley, back to the backstop, and there goes Andrews over to third base. And Buckley's going to go out and talk to his pitcher. He might have been expecting something different. Give Mossart some credit on that throw to get to get Malbrough going to third base. It was a beautiful throw from center field. One and two on Cole Dillon. It's a line drive onto the grassy knoll area. And it looks like it missed everybody out there, which is good. Caused a little commotion. It's a commotion-filled area down there. And Purdy looking into Buckley to get a sign. It's a 1-2 pitch coming up to Cole Dillon. Foul back again. A new ball kid comes out. He was on duty the other day, and he is back out on duty tonight. Doing a tremendous job. So it'll be a 1-2 on Cole Dillon again. High fly ball center field. Hit well. Mossart's going to go back, though. He circles under it. Comes in and makes the catch for out number 3. So the Potters score again in the 5th. We go to the 6th. They lead it 8-0. Top of inning number 6 for McBean Stadium. Mark the Phantom Low here with you. Rye the engineer to my left. Willie Preston doing the job on the PA. Lauren's on the point streak tonight. And Carson Morton is the track man as always. And on Perez, out on the mound for his 6th inning of work. Through 5 innings, he has given up 4 hits. He has struck out 9. Let's double check that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He has struck out 9. He has hit 2. He's walked 1. And he's got Cody Buckley coming to the plate. The catcher, who has struck out and hit it to a fielder's choice. Swings and misses. If he strikes out, then we're back to half-off dueling dogs. As the leadoff batter in every inning, up through the 7th, that is, will be a dueling dogs batter on Fan Appreciation Night. Fastball on the corner for a strike. No better way to show your fans appreciation than making beer half price. Even Ryan the engineer nods his head at that one. 0-2 now on Buckley. It's it foul out of play. As the dog soundtrack begins to resonate around the stadium here tonight. Great crowd out here for Fan Appreciation Night. Expect more of the same tomorrow. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And for the 4th time in 6 innings, it's the dueling dogs batter. And it's half-price beer for Potter fans at the Brick and Barrel Beer Garden, the backyard beer garden. And there goes a couple of them. They've been, if you just go get a beer every time there's half price off the dueling dogs batter, that's 4 beers right now, Riley. I know you don't like that, but I mean, come on. You're looking for some spritzy wine cooler kind of thing. I know that. I understand. You kids today, Gen Z or X or Y or whatever you are you Z? You don't even know. That's how Z you are. You don't even know you're Z. First pitch is a strike to Ansel Carson, who has struck out and singled. Hit one line drive off the glove of Perez back in the 4th inning. So Ansel is 1 for 2. Down low for a ball. 1-1. I don't know either, Raleigh. I know I'm a boomer. That's all I know. If you're born anywhere in the 20th century, you're a baby boomer, I think is what it is. No, that's not true. I just made that up. Outside for a ball, 2-1. Carson followed by Max McGee in the Mudcats order. Ansel hitting in the number 6 spot, playing third base. Has 10 runs batted in this summer. Swings and misses at that one. 2-2. Out of St. Mary's College, Ansel Carson. That is outside, and Perez not only walked off the mound, thought he had it, but that would have only been 2 outs. And so I don't know. Adon was kind of stuck in no man's land there. Misses outside, and Carson gets the base on balls. So good at bat for Ansel Carson. Worked his way off a very close call there and gets the base on balls, and that'll bring up Max McGee, who's been hit by a pitch and grounded to first. Good play by Jason Hansen, a ball that looked to be headed toward right field back in the fourth inning. He knocked it down and got it to Perez covering. Had he not made that play, it would have been 2 on and nobody out for the Mudcats. As it stands now, 1 on, 1 out, and McGee at the plate. Fastball inside. Max out of San Diego State University, 6'1", 205. Tyler Crudo will be next. Popped up right side. Looking at it, Jason Hansen not going to pursue it, though. It's out of play. 1-1. Carson down at first base. Got the base on balls. That's the second issued by Don Perez. Took something off that one. Just misses that outside corner. 2-1. Potter's might have somebody tucked away down in the bullpen. Can't tell if there's anybody throwing down there at this angle. 2-1 pitch coming up to McGee. Tries it again and misses the outside corner again. So it's 3-1. Pretty close pitch right there for Don Perez, but it's a 3-ball, 1-strike count. That is ball 4, too high. Close pitches there, but called ball 4 for McGee. Will go down to first base. First and second, 1 out here. In the 6th, then will bring up Tyler Crudo, who has walked and struck out. The shortstop out of Sonoma State University, hitting .232, coming in with 9 runs batted in. Has Carson at second, McGee at first, and Anson Arrows is going to go out and talk to his pitcher. Say, look, those didn't miss by much, man. So you're right there. Keep it up. J.J. Menacini, the number 9 hitter, is on deck. We're in the top of the 6th inning. Potters lead this one 8-0. Puts that one in for a strike. Off-speed pitch there from Perez. Went down to about 75 on that one. Breeze picking up a little bit out here. I think blowing it from outfield toward home plate. Breaking ball, inside corner, beautiful pitch, strike 2. Thrown one right there, I don't think all night long, but he's ahead in the count 0-2 now. Let's see if he tries another breaking ball or goes after Crudo with the fastball here. Goes breaking ball inside and high, though, so it's 1-2. Checks Carson out at second base. 1-2 coming up. Swings and misses. Made him chase that one. Gets the strikeout, his 11th on the night. 2 outs, and that'll bring up J.J. Menacini, the second baseman, batting in the number 9 spot, left-handed hitter out of Folsom Lake College, who has struck out and grounded into a double play so far tonight, so he is 0 for 2. Carson still at second, McGee still at first. Swing and a miss, the fastball from Perez, right on 90 by Adon. 0-1 to Menacini. Now there is more activity. Looks like a left-hander up for the Potters in the bullpen. Oh, 1 pitch to Menacini, swing and a miss, 0-2. Might be calf speak, I don't know, it's kind of hard to tell. 0-2 on Menacini. It is calf speak. 0-2. Fastball outside and high. Got to 91 on that one. One ball, two strikes, 2 on, 2 outs. Just misses outside, 2-2. Two. Lined into center field, moving over. Coming in is Andrews. Did he make the play? Yes, he did. That's Drew Andrews in center field with a fine sliding catch to Rob Mendocini, perhaps extra bases. And in the inning, we go to the bottom of the 6th. Potters still on top, 8-0.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
Bottom of the 6th inning. Potters ahead 8-0. It was the spinning bat race during the 6th inning, and there was a young lady out there, and she spun around very, very fast, but she didn't put the bat on the ground, Riley, and as you know, that's a tough one. And then she just put the bat down and ran straight to Piper. It's like, you know, this is where I live in this state, man. She just dominated that. Mancy, Furry, and Arrows here against Tyler Lamperti, the second pitcher. Caden Beloyan started, went 3 2/3 inning, gives up 8 hits and 5 earned runs. Lamperti came on in the 4th, and his first pitch to Mancy's inside corner for a strike. Got the last out in the 4th and gave up a run on a hit in the 5th, did Lamperti. 0-1 to Mancy. Luke takes on the outside corner, 0-2. He is 2 for 3 tonight, his 5th straight, unofficially 5th straight 2-hit game. Has raised his average up to 313 coming into the game tonight, 359 in league play, and is 2 for 3 tonight with a run scored. But he's behind 0-2 in the count to lead off the bottom of the 6th. Pops that one out of play. Left-hand hitting tonight, third baseman Luke Mancy out of University of New Mexico. So Calf's Beak continue to warm up the pen. That might be all for Perez. 6 innings, 11 strikeouts. I think 3 walks and 2 hit batters. So pitch count was probably getting up there a little bit for Don, although he looked strong in that last inning. Mancy doubled in the 1st, grounded out in the 2nd on a good play by Shipp, and then singled a big chopper in the 4th. So he is 2 for 3. Inside for a ball. And Purdy thought he might have called strike 3 there. But he didn't. High fastball. Evens it up at 2-2. Furry to follow, then Encineros, who's made a very impressive debut for the Potters out of the University of Oregon. Mancy hits it sharply but foul down the first baseline, scattering the bullpen crew, and I suspect just a bunch of guys standing around with gloves on. Really no official designation for him. Just loosening up, just to get out and throw the ball back and forth. Have a catch, as we say. Stays 2-2 on Luke. Lifts that one foul out of play behind us. Umpire gets resupplied by the ball boy, and we're ready to go 2-2 here. That's in the dirt, 3-2. So Mancy went from 0-2 and a bunch of foul balls to now 3-2, leading off in the bottom of the 6th inning. Chops that one foul over by the Potters dugout again, but didn't scatter too many people. Almost hit a photographer, who I don't think is Jordan. I think somebody else has taken over for Jordan Jorgensen, the renowned photographer from Go Country Media, who thought he was going to the Olympics, but Go Country didn't foot the bill for him. So, you know, high ball 4. Mancy, a tremendous at bat right there, and that's indicative of the way he is at the plate lately. He's at first for the on base for the 3rd time tonight. Here's Trey Furry, who has flied to right, grounded to second, then dropped a 2-run double in front of the center fielder Mosshart back in the 4th inning. 6 RBIs for Trey Furry now. He is 300 on the season coming in. Coming out of Folsom Lake College, William Jessup University. High fastball from Lamperti. Seemed to kind of short arm that one with a runner at first base. Purry takes inside corner for a strike. 1-1 on Trey. Mancy over at first base. Nobody out here in the 6th inning. Potters on top by 8. Breaking ball swung on and missed. Got to win this one to win the next one, and that would get them into the PEL Championship Playoff Series against Healdsburg. It'll be happening next week. Whether the Potters are in it or not, it'll happen next week. First game is at the lower seeded team, and then the 2nd and 3rd, if needed, are at Healdsburg. 1-2 to Furry. He's going to ask for a timeout and be granted that. One, 2 coming up to Trey. Call strike 3 inside corner. Furry will go back to the dugout. 1 for 4 on the night. And here is Antoneros, who is singled, applied deep to center, and then singled again. Has an RBI, has a run scored. Switch hitting catcher, batting right-handed against Lamperti. I'm kind of feeling a long ball right here, Riley the engineer. Good lead at first base by Luke Mancy. And he's in there for a strike. Lamperti taking something off that one. Comes across the plate at 77, so he is ahead 0-1 to Anson out of Auburn, California, and currently the University of Oregon. That's inside. 1-1. Potters with 2 in the 2nd, then 5 in the 4th and 1 in the 5th. Don Perez has just completed 6 innings. That might be it for him as we've seen Calf Speak warming up. Rose bounces it over the pitcher's head into center field for a base hit. Mancy's going to hold on at second base. Mosshart kind of kicks it forward, but no advance. So not a home run, but a single. 3-hit game for Antoneros. And first and second with 1 out. Potters with hit number 10 and Jason Hansen, who's flied deep to right, grounded to short, and hit into a fielder's choice. Hit the ball pretty hard, but has nothing to show for it in the hit column. First baseman out of UC Davis in Roseville, California. He's up here with Mancy at second, Arrows over at first base. Takes a high fastball. That's in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike on Jason Hansen. He's followed by Eli Small in the Potters order here on this very pleasant Friday evening out at McBean Stadium. Fan Appreciation Night. That's a good-looking pitch by Lamperti. Dropped that one in there for a strike, 1 and 2. Mancy at second, Rose at first. Lamperti getting a little communication difficulties with Buckley behind the plate. They'll straighten it out. We're ready to go. Swings and misses. So Lamperti gets the strikeout, his second of the inning. And with 2 outs and 2 on, it'll be Eli Small's turn. Struck out, singled, and fly to left. Good Eli Small, so he is 1 for 3. He's the DH tonight. He's done a lot of catching for the Potters this summer. And he's hitting .292 coming in with a dozen runs batted in. Takes a fastball right down the middle from Lamperti for a strike at 83, 0-1. He's followed by Quincy Malbrough, tonight's left fielder, which the sun is not a problem anymore. Line drive down the line. It's off the glove of the third baseman into foul territory. Moving around third and scoring is Mancy. Here comes Arrows. He's going to come around. He's going to turn and score. The throw into the plate is offline. It's going to end up being a triple for Eli Small and a couple of runs batted in. The Potters lead it now 10-0. Probably be scored a double, and he went to third on the throw to the plate, but nonetheless, it's the second hit for Eli Small. He drove in 2, and the Potters now up 10-0. Line drive, nice try by Carson down the third baseline, just went off the tip of his glove. It was sliced away from the left-hand hitting Small. Went into foul territory. Everybody chasing it. Antoneros never thought about stopping. He came all the way in to score. Got an RBI for his teammate. And the Potters scored 2, and they've got Quincy Malbrough at the plate with Small now over at third base. Quincy hits it sharply in the hole. That's a base hit left field. Second hit of the night for Quincy Malbrough. His first run batted in. Small scores. Potters on top 11-0, and then Drew Andrews will be the hitter. Everybody coming in on the base hit package, which is nice to see if you're a Potter fan. 12 hits now. On the corner with the breaking ball for a strike. Drew is doubled, flied to right, and walked. Fastball called to strike. Andrews going to step away and think about that one for a while. 0-2. Oh-2 pitch on the way. Hit high and deep to left field. Going back. That ball is gone. Drew Andrews with his second home run of the summer, and the Potters lead at 13-0. No doubt about that one. Drew enjoys it again as it's over the fence in left field. The Potters have scored 5 more, and they lead now 13-0 here in the 6th. And Caius Gargett coming to the plate. Not much doubt about that one off the bat for Drew Andrews. Had to wait for it to become official. But the crowd out here, pretty much a full house, enjoying that one greatly on Fan Appreciation Night. And here's Caius Gargett, who has struck out, walked, singled, and hit a sacrifice fly. 8th batter of the inning takes down low for a ball. Cole Dillon to follow. I think that obviously Perez will be coming out. If he wasn't before, he's got to, with the big lead now, he's going to take a seat. Caius fouls that one down the third base line. That one's in the dirt. 2-1 now on Caius Gargett out of Anderson, Indiana, and the University of Kentucky. 4:55 coming into the game tonight. Picked up 2 runs batted in tonight, has 5 on the summer. It takes inside right there, 3-1. Line drive, shortstop gets it. That's Crudo making the play on Gargett's line drive, but the Potters scored 5 times in the 6th. We go to the 7th. They lead this one 13-0.
Gooseport Public House. We have sports on 10 big screen TVs, 23 beer taps with classics and crafts, a full bar with creative craft mixed drinks, live music, and most importantly, great fresh food.
Top of the 7th inning from McBean Stadium. Potters up big. Luke Kausbeck is going to be the new pitcher. The left-hander out of Arbuckle, California, will face the top of the order. That's Dalen Shipp. Swings and misses for a strike. So Shipp will be the last dog batter of the night since it's the 7th inning. Although Willie might just take it to the 8th inning. It's working out so well. 0-2 now on Shipp, who has struck out twice and been hit by a pitch. There's at least every Potters fan who's eligible has to have at least taken part in this half price at least once. Going out to talk to Luke.
All right, during this little conference, let's turn all the dogs loose.
A long conversation out there with the new pitcher and Antoneros, who I'm assuming they have not worked together too much. The 4th appearance of the season for Luke, 4 1/3 innings, 3 hits, 1 earned run. a 2.07 earned run average. He is 1-1 on the season, and that pitch is outside. So it's 1-2. One ball, two strikes on Ship, leading off the top of the seventh. He's followed by Mosshart and Benavidez. That is outside, 2-2. Ship hitting .271 coming in out of Diablo Valley College. Swings and misses. He got him on strikes. So Willie, for the fifth inning tonight, the first batter has struck out in one of the great promotions of all time that I credit to me and Willie for coming up with the whole thing. And it's worked out pretty well for Potter fans. Alex Mosshart, who struck out twice and lined a single to left field his last time up, so he is 1 for 3. 244 on the series, or on the season for Alex out of University of Mary. Left-hander against left-hander here. Breaking ball, settles in for a strike, 0-1. Fastball outside, 85 for Kausbeck. Making his fourth appearance of the season. Breaking ball misses the batter and misses the strike zone, so it goes to 2-1. Fastball catches the outside corner. 2-2 now on Mosshart, with Benavidez to follow here in the top of the seventh. High fly ball right center field, giving chase in right field. Reaching over and couldn't make the play is Furry, and the sliding into second base will be Mosshart. So perfect placement by Mosshart, and he is at second base with one out, and Mike Benavidez coming to the plate. Looks like that might be Zach Chamiso down at third base. Maybe check that with the albinos, will you, Riley? See if your hero is at third base now. Benavidez has reached on an error single and grounded to short. Fastball on the corner for a strike. 0-1. So Chamiso is at third, taking the place of Luke Mancy. 0-1 pitch. That one misses outside. One and one on Benavidez out of Northern State University. Swinging a fouled in the catcher's glove. 1-2 on Benavidez. Mosshart out at second base. Now Kausbeck is going to step off. Regroup a little bit, and he's ready to go as Willie Preston asks for more cowbells. I believe he'll probably get them. There's one right there. Misses outside with a fastball. Evens the count up at 2-2 on Benavidez. Runner at second base. High fastball, 3-2. Connor Ross to follow. Connor 1 for 3 tonight. Look back at second base. Runner will go back. It was probably an empty threat since there was nobody covering. But Mossard goes back anyway. Because that's what you do in those situations. Now we got time at the plate. Misses outside, ball 4. So 2 on, 1 out for Connor Ross, who was singled, struck out, and grounded to second. .395 for Connor coming in with 4 home runs and 26 RBI. Rose goes out to talk again to Kalsbeck. Cody Buckley on deck. Ross the DH tonight for the Mudcats. Ross fouls that one out of play. 85 from Kalsbeck again. The fastball from the left-hander at 6'3". And he is ahead 0-1 on Connor Ross. Last game of the regular season tomorrow night, or the home regular season, that is. 1-1. Between these two teams tomorrow, 6:05, Star Wars night and fireworks after the game. So expecting a big crowd out here. Hopefully Chewbacca will stop by. Fastball's in there for a strike. 1-2. Chewbacca, Darth Vader's not going to come out, I don't think. And Luke doesn't go to any of these things. But I tell you, I think Chewbacca might make an appearance. Takes ball 2. Very close, 2-2. Benavides at first. At second, it's Mossard. 1 out here in the 7th. Potted with the big lead. Kalsbeck relieving Adon Perez, who was great again. 4 hits and 11 strikeouts. Swing and a miss by Ross. He's out on strikes. So that's 13 strikeouts by Potter's pitchers through 6 2/3 innings. And here's Cody Buckley, who struck out twice and into a fielder's choice. Perez, 6 innings, 4 hits. Hit 2, walked 2, struck out 11. Looking to improve to 5-1 on the season. And get a big win for the Potters, one they needed to get to that playoff series. Down in the dirt, Rose blocks it, so it's 1-0 on Buckley. 232 for Cody. Out of Iowa Western Community College. Lines one over the first baseman's head. That's into right field, a base hit. Coming around third, the throw will come in from Furry. It'll go to third base, though, and it's an RBI single for Buckley, and the Mudcats are on the board. 13-1 now the score. So Buckley with his 6th run batted into the summer, and he'll give way to Carson. I believe this is, Carson, a switch hitter, who's batting right-handed against Kalsbeck. All the way to third on that goes Benavides, and Buckley is at first. That's in there for a strike. Oh and 1 now on Ansel Carson, who singled, walked, and struck out. Fouls that one out of play, so it's quickly 0-2 on Carson out of St. Mary's College. Came in with a .227 average and 10 runs batted in. Oh, 2 pitch. Breaking ball misses outside. Now, Kalsbeck thought it was a strike, but it was not. So it's 1-2 now. Max McGee to follow. Fastball is outside again, 2-2. One run in for the Mudcats here in the 7th. They have runners at first and third. Swing and a miss. 3 strikeouts in the innings, but the Mudcats do score. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Potter fans stretching pretty comfortably. They're up 13-1.
Being a laborer means everything. It was what took care of me when I was growing up. It's what takes care of me now. Because of President Biden and the money he's put into infrastructure, the need for our workforce to expand is out of this world. When our members are able to go to work on these big projects that are funded by Biden's economic investments, it means continued growth in their wages, in their pensions, in their health benefits. It means they're going to be able to take care of their families.
Astro Air Design Incorporated, where you feel the difference. We are a locally owned and operated heating, air conditioning, and custom sheet metal company committed to the highest quality of craftsmanship at a competitive price. Our trained and certified technicians have the knowledge and experience required to install, maintain, or repair your home comfort solutions. Our upfront pricing gives you the peace of mind because you know your price is locked in. Call Astro Air Design Incorporated today.
Bottom of the 7th inning, Lamperti still on the mound for the Mudcats. He'll face Cole Dillon, then Zach Chamiso and Trey Furry. At least that's the scheduled hitters for the Potters here in the bottom of the 7th. Dillon has grounded out, walked, singled, and flied to center. He has himself an RBI. He has a run scored tonight. Cole came in at 210. Picked up his 11th run batted in tonight and takes a strike right there. 0-1. Potters with 2 big innings, 5 in the 4th and 5 in the 6th. Dillon swings and misses at that one. It is 0-2. Beloyan started for the Mudcats, went 3 2/3. Lamperti came on to finish the 4th. He's been out there ever since. Nobody warming up for the Mudcats right now in their bullpen. Chopper down the third base line. It'll be foul. Tyler Malone's going to bounce over and pick that one up. Down the third base line. Potters hold on to this one. They'll need one more win in the next 2 games to advance to that series against Healdsburg. That would be next week with the first game here at McBean Stadium. Dillon swings and misses off-speed pitch. And he is out on strikes for the first out in the 7th inning, and that will bring up for the first time Zach Chamiso. Lincoln's own Zach Chamiso headed to San Jose State. Mancy was 2 for 3 with 2 runs scored. Luke continued his streak of, I think, 5 straight 2-hit games, as he's raised his average up to .313 coming into this game. And now Zach Chamiso, who's also over 300, takes a breaking ball in there for a strike. It's like Tyler Antwine on deck to bat for Trey Furry. Strike 2 on Chamiso. Oh and 2, left-hander against left-hander here. Lamperti out of Consumers River College. Swing and a miss. So a couple of strikeouts to open the bottom of the 7th. Throw down to first base makes it official. 2 outs, and Tyler Antwine will be the hitter. Out of Somas, California, Fresno State University. Antoine takes a strike, outside corner, off-speed pitch, 0-1. Looks like Cole Chamberlain on deck to bat for Eros. Would be 3 for 4 in his first game. Check swing. Did he go around? I thought he did, and he did, according to the first base umpire. So we are in agreement on that, 0-2. Sharply hit out to shortstop. Crudo has it across the diamond to first for the out. So a good inning for Lamperti. 1-2-3. We go to the 8th. Potter still on top, 13-1.
Situated on the corner of Lincoln Boulevard and 5th Street, this iconic building has been the home to several hotels over the decades, the most famous and longest running of which was the Lincoln Inn. Having undergone several renovations and architectural changes, this building is the current home of Old Town Pizza, which boasts not one but 2 floors for your dining enjoyment, including open-air seating on the roof. Stop in for a slice today. Or stop by the Lincoln Museum to see the 300-pound cash register that used to adorn the front desk of the Lincoln Inn. For more great history, visit the Lincoln Area Archives Museum and, by appointment only, take their free walking tour of historic downtown Lincoln.
Hi, Bill Evans, President of the Placer County Association of Realtors. We're in the store, our conference facilities, an amazing team help us keep together an amazing organization. And we thank them all.
This organization can't do what it does and can't run the way it runs without the help of so many members volunteering their time.
The success of the Placer County Association of Realtors is largely dependent on our active volunteer members to help our organization and industry. The work of our committees greatly impacts our ability to champion efforts across the board and giving back to the Placer County community wherever we can.
Like all service organizations, I wanted to serve. And getting involved with the affiliate committee was the perfect way to do that.
Top of inning number 8. Luke Hausbeck is back out on the mound for the Potters. They've got a couple other changes. In right field is Tyler Antoine. He hit for Furry. Behind the plate is Cole Chamberlain. In for Encineros. And in left field is Nolan Thebe. I don't know how to break it to you any straighter than that. Nolan Thebe's in left field. Max McGee will be the first hitter for the Mudcats here in the top of the 8th. Max has been hit by a pitch. He's walked. He's grounded out to first. Out in left field for the Mudcats tonight. Max hitting .215 coming in. High fly ball, left center field, hit well. Thebe moves over. And, of course, the ball finds him on the first one, and the crowd goes crazy. Actually, the shortstop goes crazy as Thebe makes the catch in left field. So he's out there for one pitch. Already has a fly ball. 1 out. Tyler Crudo, the shortstop, will be next out of Sonoma State University. Struck out twice and walked, did Tyler Crudo in this one. Don Perez went the first 6 innings, gave up 4 hits, walked 2, hit 2, struck out 11, gave up no runs. His second straight scoreless outing for the Potters. Right down the middle. One ball, one strike. Outside. Make that 1 ball, 1 strike now as like looking into the future. little clairvoyancy there. Or I was reading the scoreboard out here, which is very dangerous. You don't want to do that. Even Riley knows that. Because we need to get a new scoreboard. Swing and a miss. Good fastball by Kalsbeck. 1-2 now on Tyler Crudo. J.J. Minicini, the next scheduled hitter for the Mudcats. Sails the fastball high, 2-2. Swing and a miss. Got him on strikes. That's the fourth strikeout for Kalsbeck. And the 15th for Potter's pitching tonight. And here's J.J. Minicini. Switch hitter's going to bat right-handed against the left-hander, Kalsbeck. He struck out into a double play and lined out to center field against Perez, so he was 0 for 3 against Adon. First pitch is in there for a strike. 0-1. Top of the eighth, 2 outs. Potter's trying to nail down the first of 2 wins they need in this series to make it to the championship playoff series in the PEL High. 1-1 in the first ever PEL championship series. West Coast Kings rounding out their season against the Medford Rogues this weekend. Swing and a miss by Minicini. It's 1-2. Just misses high with that one. Evens up 2 balls and 2 strikes on J.J. Minicini out of Folsom Lake College. Dalen Ship on deck. Fouls it off back to the screen. Next to the track man. Has nothing to do with our cameras, though, so that's important. High fastball, 3-2. Full count now on Minicini. He misses with that fastball outside, so he'll take a base on balls. With 2 outs, and Dalen Ship will be the hitter. Struck out 3 times and been hit by a pitch. Playing first base out of Diablo Valley College. Swings a ground ball right back to the pitcher. Kalsbeck has it over to first for the out. So nothing going for the Mudcats in the 8th. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Potter's up 13-1.
I'm Bill Spear, North Valley president of 5 Star Bank. In a time when business can feel so uncertain, we're here for you every step of the way.
I know they have a lot of bells and whistles within their bank, but just the relationship piece here locally on the business side is huge for us.
5 Star treats us like we're number one. They're right there with suggestions, with help. So I have to bank with people that have our mission in mind.
We're 5 Star Bank. How can we help you?
This job is the Esplanade at Turkey Creek phases 4 and 5. Our scope of work for this project is full scope, so we've got all the underground, all the joint trench, and all the top side included with it.
We're putting in sewer pipe, manholes. We're not doing services yet. We go through and do all the main line, and then we come back and do all the services after that. I would say this project right here, the one we're working on, is probably about a 2-month project. It's very costly to the developer, so beating the schedule is very important, more important than most projects.
It's got a lot of groundwater, so we've got an extensive groundwater pump system in place. It's just cool to be a part of the built environment and know that for the next 100 years that people are going to use and enjoy what we've created here today.
Bottom of the 8th inning, Potters on top big. It'll be Joseph Torres, the new pitcher. The left-hander out of Sac City College will make his first appearance in this game. Well, obviously he's the pitcher. Beloyan went 3 2/3, then Lamperti 3 1/3, and now Joseph Torres. He'll take on Cole Chamberlain, who came on to take over for Encineros behind the plate in the top of the 8th inning. Ensign 3 for 4 with 2 runs scored and a run driven in, so he was very good tonight. And he will take a rest. And Chamberlain will start us off here. Left-handed hitter against the left-hander Joseph Torres. Look out. And hits him right in the back. And it didn't matter if he heard me say look out. He wasn't going to get out of the way of that one. A tailing fastball into his back, and he's at first base. And scheduled hitter will be Jason Hansen. And it will be Jason Hansen.
Now batting for the Potters, our first baseman from UC Davis, Jason Hansen.
Misses outside, 1-0. Hansen is flying to right, grounded to short, hit into a fielder's choice and struck out. So Jason looking for his first hit of the game tonight. Hits it right back off the foot of Torres. He picks it up. He's going to go to first and throws it away at first base. And moving all the way over to third will be Chamberlain. And Torres is going to walk off the ball. Kind of hard to give him an error after the ball was off his foot. He picked it up, tried to throw it to first. So we're going to make an executive decision and give Hansen a single on that. As Torres is going to limp his way back onto the mound. Looks like number 27. Looks like Logan Bell. Okay, wait a minute. Hold on here. So it is Logan Bell coming up to bat for Eli Small. So Logan is going to take over the DH from Eli, who was 2 for 4 with 2 runs scored and 2 runs driven in. And they're going to give Torres a chance to kind of make sure the ankle is okay.
Now on the mound now batting for your Lincoln Potters from Bowling Green State.
So Logan Bell out of Bowling Green State University in Lisbon, Ohio, will face Torres, who's just been hit on the foot by, I think a foot or ankle by a ground ball. So Nolan Thebe should be on deck. As he came on for Marlboro back in the top of the inning. Popped out of play. Back to the screen by Logan Bell, who took a hack at that one. 0-1 on Logan. Potters with 14 hits in this game. 13 runs. Breaking ball, beautiful pitch in there for a strike. Almost unfair to do that to a fellow pitcher. It's 0-2. Popped up and out of play. A lot of cameras out. Even the mayor, Ray Garcia's video, and Logan Bell's at bat here. He is now officially the DH for the Potters. Breaking ball swung on and missed, and he had a cut. So that will bring up Nolan Thebe for his first appearance of the night. Already has a put out in left field. Quincy Malbrough was 2 for 3 tonight. Scored 3 times and drove in a run. So here's Thebe. The runner at third with a runner at first. 1 out here in the 8th inning. Breaking ball inside. Breaking ball in there for a strike. 1-1 on Thebe. Drew Andrews is scheduled next. And he is in the on-deck circle. Torres with the 1-1. Thebe swings and misses at the fastball. Tremendous cut. Did not make contact, so it's 1-2. Swings and misses. So Thebe is out on strikes. 2 outs, and here's Drew Andrews, who has had a Sun-aided RBI double in the second, then he flied to right. Then he walked, then he hit a 2-run home run, which was not Sun-aided. It was bat-aided. That's his second home run, and now he has 7 runs batted in, as he has 3 tonight. He's up here against Torres with 2 on and 2 outs. Breaking ball in there for a strike, 0-1. Caius Gargett on deck. Potters do have some activity in the bullpen. Let's see if Kalsbeck will come back out for the 9th or if they'll have somebody else coming in. 0-1 pitch. Misses outside, 1-1. Perry Kyles maybe was down there earlier. 1 ball, 1 strike on Andrews. Check swing on the breaking ball over by the Potters dugout, so it's 1-2. One-two pitch. Popped up. First baseman coming in. Now nobody's coming in. A long run and a nice play by Shipp to make the out. So Potters get a couple runners, don't score. We go to the 9th. Potters 13-1 over the Mudcats.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
Potters fans, want to keep restoring and renovating historic McBean Stadium? Now you can become a member of Friends of McBean. Annual membership start at $50. Get a 4th of July Potters t-shirt and 4 Potters tickets. Become a member now at friendsofmcbean.org.
Top of the 9th inning, Potters up big. Perry Kiles will be the pitcher. Perry on his 21st birthday, according to Willie Preston. And Perry is out of Tomball, Texas, in Southern University. And he will face Alex Mossart, Mike Benavides, and Connor Ross here. Jake Morrell's taken over at first base for Jason Hansen. Dillon at second, Gargett at short, and Chamiso at third, Thebe in left, Anderson center, Antwine in right, and Cole Chamberlain is behind the plate for Perry Kiles, who's getting himself together for the 2 and 3 and 4 hitters for the Mudcats. Here's the Potters want to nail this one down and move on and turn their sights to tomorrow, where they can get a win on Star Wars night and fireworks night and get themselves into the championship series against Healdsburg in the Pacific Empire League, first year of the league. So being in the first series would be a really nice deal for the Potters, who are looking to get their 5th win in their last 6 league games. So now Kiles is going to have to get Chamberlain to come out and talk to him. And they are on the same page and ready to go. First pitch is outside, and it is 1 ball and no strikes. Mossart has struck out twice, but then singled in the 5th and doubled in the 7th, scored the only run of the game for the Mudcats to this point on a Cody Buckley single. That's a fastball in there for a strike. 89 from Perry Kiles. Swing and a miss. Good fastball by Kiles. Perry making his 10th appearance, 12 1/3 innings, 9 hits, 14 strikeouts, 9 walks, a 1-1 record, 2.91 earned run average, and he misses outside with that one. So it's 2-2 now. Right-hander working from the windup here. Inside, and did that hit him? Yeah, it did. So Mossart's going to reach base for the 3rd time, hit by a pitch. 3rd hit batter for the Mudcats tonight, and that will bring up Mike Benavides, who has reached on an air, singled, grounded to short, and walked. Mike 242 coming in out of Northern State University. Kiles throws over to first base. Jake Morrell manning first base now for the Potters. Potters using the big inning tonight with 5 in the 4th and 5 in the 6th. Having some communication problems here as Kyle steps off. That's a beautiful pitch on the corner. 0-1 now on Benavides. Connor Ross to follow, then Cody Buckley for the Mudcats here in the ninth. Chopped it foul back to the screen. Quickly 0-2 on Benavides. (0-2) from Perry Kiles. Just a little bit too high. 1-2. Tomorrow, first pitch will be 6:05 out here as it's a fireworks night. Gates open, I believe, 5 o'clock. So you can come in and check out Star Wars night. See if there's any see if Chewbacca's hanging out. Throw over to first base. Not in time. Basically, you just take Hagrid from Harry Potter night, change a little bit, and you got Chewbacca right there. Very low maintenance on that costume. Misses outside. Sliders 2-2 now. Chopper down the third base line. It's foul. 89-mile-an-hour fastball from Kiles. And Benavides will come back in. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Breaking ball. Down low, 3-2. Just barely missed the bottom of the strike zone, so it's a full count to Benavides. Line to center field. Moving back is Andrews. Now he's moving over a little bit, and he'll make the catch for the first out. So hit well by Benavides, but right to Drew Andrews in center field for the first out. And here's Connor Ross. Singled, struck out, grounded out, and struck out. So Connor 1 for 4, which is rare for him because he's hitting .395 over the summer with 4 home runs and 26 RBI. Out of Cal Baptist, the designated hitter tonight. Steps in here with 1 out and 1 on. That one's fouled down the first baseline. Scatters a bunch of Potters down there, so it's 0-1 on Connor Ross. Short lead at first by Mosshart. Check swing, he went around, 0-2. Potter's looking to go to 14-11 in PEL play and 34-15 overall. Tomorrow will be game number 50 of the season for the Potters. 0-2. Breaking ball down low, 1-2. Cole Chamberlain behind the plate for the Potters. Chamiso at third. Morell at first. Some of the late changes. Thebe in left, and Twine in right. Andrew staying put in center. Gargett at short. And Dillon at second. 1-2 to Ross. Fastball high. 2-2. Pretty steady at the 89 miles an hour for the fastball, Perry Kiles. 2-2. 1 out here in the 9th. Potters trying to nail this one down. Move on to tomorrow. Fouled away by Ross over the screen out toward right field, out toward the parking lot, where I'm sure it contacted with some vehicle or other. Can't think about that now, just because I happen to park right there. Can't let that get in your head, Riley. Did you drive out here today? Oh boy. Oh man. Fastball, call, strike 3. 16th strikeout for Potters pitchers. And with 2 outs and a runner at first, it'll be Cody Buckley. He has struck out twice, hit into a fielder's choice, then delivered an RBI single down the right field line in the 7th inning for the only Mudcats run. Not holding the runner on at first now. Kyle's fastball is inside. 1-0 on Buckley. Out of Iowa Western Community College, IWCC, as it's known in the trades. Swings and misses at that beautiful breaking pitch. The slider's in there for a strike, 1-1. I must say that our first batter of the inning, Dueling Dogs batter, out of the 7 eligible innings, who struck out 5 times. So that's pretty good. That's 5 drink specials right there, plus the Farmer's 5th inning. That's all the way back to the screen. Bounces right back, and Chamberlain was going to gun it down, but it popped out of his glove, and going to second is Mossart. 2-1 now on Cody Buckley. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Kyle's trying to make it an exciting ending to this one as the Potters 2 in the second, 5 in the fourth, 1 in the fifth, 5 in the sixth. They lead it 13-1. The crowd on their feet trying to get that last strike out of this one and put this one to bed. High and inside for a ball. Stealing third is Mossart on the pitch. 3 balls and 2 strikes now on Buckley. Ansel Carson, the on-deck hitter, in case Buckley reaches the bag and extends the inning. Three-two pitch in the dirt, ball 4. Tried to go to the off speed. So first and third, and here is Carson. Ansel has struck out twice, singled, and walked. So he is 1 for 3, 227 on the season with 10 runs batted in out of St. Mary's College. Fastball down the middle. 0-1 on Ansel Carson. His single back in the 4th inning. Off the glove of Adon Perez. He had to beat the throw as Mancy came in from third, picked it up and almost had him at first base. Takes that one inside for a ball. Maybe a little bit high. 1-1. That is on the inside corner, call strike 2. So within a strike again with Perry Kyles on the mound for the Potters. Crowd getting into it on a fan appreciation night. A lot of prizes being given out, raffle-wise, you know how it goes. 1-2 on the way. Call strike 3, and that's your ball game. 17 strikeouts for Potters pitchers. and they win this one big, one they had to have. Final score, Potters 13 and the Mudcats 1. We're back with our Potters postgame. Our special guest, our player of the game, is Adon Perez, the winning pitcher. And coming up right back after this, it's Mark the Phantom Lowe, it's Riley the engineer. It's a final score, Potters 13, Mudcats 1. We're back right after this.
Being a laborer means everything. It was what took care of me when I was growing up. It's what takes care of me now. Because of President Biden and the money he's put into infrastructure, the need for our workforce to expand is out of this world. When our members are able to go to work on these big projects that are funded by Biden's economic investments, it means continued growth in their wages, in their pensions, in their health benefits. It means they're going to be able to take care of their families.
Pass swung on and missed. He got him on strikes at 86, the off-speeder. Bruno strikes out the side. Potters get the win 8-5. Sanchez 1-on-4. She gets it back, trying to get it back to Gallegos. What a spin move. Her shot is blocked. She has it controlled, puts in the goal. Witt trying to set it. She sets it over for Molly Harrison, pokes it over. Short set for Barrios, and her slam goes out of play. He's going to look that way. Now he's going to duck down the middle. He's got a guy wide open at the 18 kid. That's Robert Freeman. And Robert's trying to make a couple of moves. He comes back to the 15, comes down to the 10. He gets a block to the 5. Funny, but I wanted to ask you about that because I remember you doing that show, and you kind of.
Go ahead.
That's our new show.
Really nice.
Yeah, Beneath One Fern is what we call the show.
Yeah, Between a Flower?
Yes. Well, we're working on we're workshopping the title.
Yes.
Ooh. Well, you may not see that $10 again, my friend. That woman does not like to fork over the cash.
I heard him say he'd pay you next Tuesday. So that's right.
I didn't bring pad and paper, so I don't know what to tell you what's going to happen when I come back.
First
so
of all,
I got to take notes.
We may end up in one, especially on this episode of the Stones and Toys Show.
Oh, snap.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise so you can have peace of mind. Contact us to schedule your service today.
Welcome into the Potters postgame tonight, brought to you by Friends of McBean. Let's welcome tonight's Old Town Pizza player of the game, Adon Perez. Adon, this is getting to be a little bit of a habit. Look out right behind you. Sorry about that. I should have let you know about that.
You're good.
Getting to be a little bit of a habit. I kind of like it. But before we talk about tonight's game, let's look back a couple of days. How big was it for you guys to go up to Healdsburg the other night and get that big win?
Oh, huge. I wasn't with them, but I knew it was a huge game. I knew our guys could pull it off. Kudos to them. Our guy Ryan did his thing out there, and it was a huge win for us in the program.
Yeah, both Ryan Castillo and Ryan Baker coming up big in that one. So for you, we talked about it last week, a must-win game against the West Coast Kings, a must-win game tonight. 12 innings, 5 hits, 18 strikeouts, and no runs allowed. I guess you like it when you get into must-win games.
Yeah, it's awesome. Can't ask for anything better.
Yeah, you can't think of anything better. It looked like you were in a group. You've been in a group the last 2 times. It looked like you were throwing a little bit easier last week. Is that true, or was it just about the same tonight?
Yeah, it was definitely a little easier last week. Today it's probably a little tougher, but managed to come out on top.
Well, finally, before we let you go, Adon, talk about throwing to a new catcher with Anson out there tonight for the first time. How was that between you two guys?
Oh, he was great. He calls the pitches all the time. He knew what to call, and we were on the same page the whole night. Great guy. I mean, he's a baller back there.
Yeah, he's a baller and got 3 hits, so it was pretty nice. Adon Perez, thank you so much for spending a couple of minutes with us. Love watching you pitch, and we'll watch you the rest of the season. Thanks a lot, Adon.
Thank you so much.
Adon Perez, your player of the game. We're back with more after this.
Here in Michigan, we do more than just survive the winter. We thrive during it. You simply can't keep us away from what we love most: great times and amazing beer. The snow transforms the landscape and lays the path for adventures yet to be had. Trails ready to be explored, and freshly groomed hills ready for the first run of the day. And later, as the sun descends, it's time to unwind with great conversation and even better friends. Experience a taste of Michigan winter with Founders Brewing Company, born and brewed in Michigan.
Welcome back to Potter's Postgame, brought to you by Friends of McBean. The QR code goes up. You got to help us get that new scoreboard. Friends of McBean are doing a great job raising funds to get a new scoreboard. Scan that QR code to get the information and donate to the cause. Great win for the Potters tonight, 13-1. Adon Perez, our postgame guest, 6 innings, just 4 hits, 11 strikeouts. That makes his 2-game total. We said 12 innings in his last 2 games. And just 5 hits and 18 strikeouts, and he is now 5-1 on the season. He was helped out by his battery mate, Anson Arrows, who just makes his debut, 3 for 4. He scored twice. He drove 1 in. Eli Small was 2 for 4 with 2 runs scored and 2 driven in. Quincy Malbrough drove in a run, scored 3 times. And Luke Mancy, with his unofficially now, his 5th straight 2-hit game, he was 2 for 3 and drove in 2 runs. So the Potters, it's pretty simple. The Potters need 1 win in the next 2 games. Tomorrow night against the Mudcats here, or on Sunday against the Mudcats down at their home, and they will make it to the post-game playoff series, the championship series against the Healdsburg Prune Packers. Tomorrow night, we start at 6:05. It's a fireworks night. It's a Star Wars night. Come on out here and join us if you can. If not, join us on Lincoln Potters Baseball on YouTube or Stone's Broadcast Networks on YouTube, and we will be glad to have you. It's going to be the last regular season home game, so it'll be a very exciting night out here at McBean Stadium. Again, our final score, Potters come up big. They win at 13-1 behind Adon Perez, who improves to 5-1 on the summer season. For Mark the Phantom Lowe, for Riley the Engineer, for Willie Preston, the best in the business. Lauren was on point streak tonight, and of course Carson Morton Jr., I don't know if he's a junior, I just like to call him that, was doing the track man. So for all of us, thanks for watching. We'll talk to you next time.